6 months of pure partying slightly coming to an end now. Slowly coming to an end. Welcome back. It's the Clash of Clans World Championship August Qualifier. The very last time for our teams to grab a ticket. The golden ticket that sends them off to the World Championship big final stage. My name is once again René, and with me are the incredible and almighty Woody and CarbonFin.
Thank you, René. We're back here for the second day for Group E to see which one of these is going to be advancing to the playoffs.
Howdy, y'all. We can't wait to find out, iTzu and Nova, who is going to join them on the other side of the bracket. The sense of anticipation is palpable in the arena. We've got some great wars ahead of you today.
Yeah, another 2 slots are up for grabs today to actually get into those players because we played Group A yesterday, and as Woody said already, Nova and iTzu are through there. Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to Kings and to Golden Axe. That's it. I didn't want to miss that one because they have been really, really cool. Talking about something that's cool, ESL 1 is cool, I can tell you that, because we will have the Clash of Clans World Championship final there in a big stadium in Hamburg. And you, unfortunately, teams can only have 1 ticket, but you can have a lot of tickets. Just follow the link in the description, grab your own tickets for Hamburg, and then you can have a big party with us while watching the best of Clash of Clans, and also see all the teams. Meet the guys. They're really, really cool, I can tell you that.
Yeah, in Group B, we're going to be having DK 2nd Brigade, 80 Air Force, Papys Warriors, and ShenZhou.
That's right, 4 clans. We've seen a few of them before. A few of them have qualified before but haven't been able to attend. But now is their last and final chance. This is the only remaining qualifier before the World Championship in late October.
And we talked to the teams prior on. It seems like these teams are really, really confident. Looking at the schedule, we start off with a strong match already. 80 Air Force, DK 2nd Brigade, that's the first one.
Yeah, DK 2nd Brigade is going to be on stage all 3 of their matches, and 80 Air Force, they're the newcomers here for the Poland qualifiers.
They sure are, but they have a lot of experience on the in-game clan war leaderboards. They're the number 3 ranked global team, having had that position for over half a year now. They are really strong and really excited to finally show off their skills here in Katowice.
We're getting the first match prepared, and for that we also send a new team into this, and they want to strike from above, because here's 80 Air Force.
We are DK 2nd Brigade, and this is our team: Johelle, Dinger, AK, Bo, and I am Dam. This is the last chance for us. This is the last qualifier. We have been doing everything we can regarding strategies, base designs, and prepping for us mental as well. So we are ready. We will do our best, and hopefully that will be enough to bring us to the finals and hopefully win it. We are very thrilled about being here. We are excited, a little bit nervous, but I think it's a good thing. And obviously we're just looking forward to have fun and to enjoy ourselves and enjoy the moment. If we win this qualifier, it will mean everything to us. This is so important for all of us. We really want to do this on a more regular basis, and we have a whole clan at home supporting us, and they're all part of what we are today. The competitive environment is doing us better, so it will mean everything to us. We were part of the first qualifier 5 months ago, and now we're back here. We've been following the month within and trying to as well qualify for those months. We have been striving to get back here, and we're really happy to be here, and that's what is important for us now.
What I really planned to say was what they want to do now, strike against 80 Air Force. That was obviously DK 2nd Brigade, my mistake, I'm really sorry.
We have Hatran, Troc, Paris, Partigiano, Zak, and Para for 80 Air Force.
DK 2nd Brigade bringing Denker, Bo, Johelle, Akko Verarm, and Dam.
We saw Zach already with a thumbs up. I heard from him before. Obviously, we saw him in rehearsals as well. He said 80 Air Force has everything what it takes to actually take down DK 2nd Brigade and also take down iTzu and everyone else on the way to the golden ticket. So it will be very interesting if they can show that on the first match, or DK 2nd Brigade will come out on top. Here's round number 1, DK 2nd Brigade versus 80 Air Force.
Here we go, 80 Air Force taking on DK 2nd Brigade. 80 Air Force first time here, while DK 2nd Brigade, they lost in the finals to Tribe Gaming back in March, the very first qualifier.
That's right, Carbon. DK 2nd Brigade qualified through the ESL Play online tournament, coming in the top 4 there. This is a clan family that has existed for a couple of years now, but this team that you see on the stage now has only been together for several months. They were at the very first qualifier here in Katowice, Poland, and made it to the finals. Can they do it again? They'll have some stiff competition on the way there.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting to see if they can make it. Would make for a great storyline that they were in the very first one and now they're in the very last, and they've been practicing so much. But now we have 80 Air Force Partigiano coming in to see if they can get one step closer with the P.E.K.K.A. Smash. Remember, these are your final chances, the last qualifier, and it comes down to these moments right here. This is the very first attack, Woody.
80 Air Force is a truly international clan family. They've got 2 members from China, 2 members from Greece, and a member from the United States. Partigiano, the former leader of Greek Attack, joining up with 80 Air Force here on the main stage today. He's been a competitor in the Clash of Clans World Champion Qualifier before, and he says that it's his hardworking team that got him back here today. He's going to be looking for 3 stars using that P.E.K.K.A. boulder strategy, a heavy ground-based assault. Didn't bring the bat spells this time, instead opting for a couple of jump spells, some rage, and a smattering of others, the freeze, haste, and poison. This is going to really take a skilled pilot to take it to the top.
Yeah, everything is charging right into the middle of this base. Going to leave this town hall for the end, it looks like, or lets the Stone Slammer going to be able to take this down unless everything is going to walk to the left and then going to be able to grab it. But the enemy queen should pull some of the troops to the core. Now the town hall is activated. The queen is stuck on some of these pups. Stone Slammer is flying towards the town hall. Should be able to take it down in 4 shots. Come on, adds a few more. There's the P.E.K.K.A.s are alive, but they're not going to the backside of the base, Woody.
That's right, they're starting to loop around to the outside. Now this doesn't necessarily mean the end of the raid. It's going to be difficult to reach those inner buildings like that multi-target Inferno on the backside, but this is definitely going to be a very high percentage 2-star at the very least for Partigiano. He's a 39-year-old aircraft engineer, so he's familiar with the 80 Air Force lifestyle. He's ready to try to strike now, coming in from 2 directions. You see the split of the troops, heroes going toward the top up there with a couple of P.E.K.K.A.s. They're going down though, and it leaves just that Archer Queen and an Ice Golem to try to take out some of those remaining buildings in the inside. No more Royal Cloak ability for her though. That's going to be the end of her attack.
Yeah, he had the haste spell here, but it's not going to do much. Might have been better to have a freeze in this case. Has the corner Tesla down at the corner at 6 o'clock. Not going to be able to loop around. Just under 45 seconds left in the raid. Going to pass about 70%. The P.E.K.K.A. should walk all the way around here. It has a handful. I believe that's 3 P.E.K.K.A.s right there. And he's going to be able to grab some percentage. But now they're going for the wall, not continuing up. And he's going to try to get closer to 85 right here, just under 30 seconds remaining. And down this P.E.K.K.A. goes to 2 Teslas, a skeleton trap. Very nice try. Finishes with a 75% 2-star to kick off this first war.
A strong showing to begin with from DK2nd Brigade. We saw yesterday the qualifying teams have average destruction percentages in the high 70s, low 80s, so he's definitely able to keep pace there. Was looking for that 3-star to start things off with, but P.E.K.K.A. Smash is a strategy that really hits hard and finishes off a base quickly if all things go right, or it can kind of fizzle and wind up with your P.E.K.K.A.s looping around the outside if things go wrong. That's what we saw this time, but a great effort, and with 75% 2-star, he set up his team well to perform the rest of this war.
Yeah, now DK2nd Brigade is coming in to see if they can answer that P.E.K.K.A. Smash with a strategy of their own. I'm curious to see what they're coming in with another P.E.K.K.A. Smash. So we're seeing 2, but this time we have the E-Dragon that's going to be used to help set a funnel so he can get his troops to go in the direction that he wants. Funneling is huge. It's one of the biggest things in Clash. If you don't set that funnel properly, everything's going to be walking around, and you could avoid that town hall, which in these cases would result in a 1-star, and you do not want that in this format.
Certainly don't. That can be the end of your run for the playoffs if you manage to just get 1 star. We're watching now Danker, a 33-year-old Danish member of this team. He works in the fitness industry and likes playing football and enjoys traveling as well. He's going to be traveling all the way around this base, or doing the best he can with these P.E.K.K.A.s and 9 bowlers. As you mentioned earlier, there's an Electro Dragon in this army composition, very helpful at taking out buildings along the outside of the base and promoting the funnel. That's what helps get all of the troops toward the center to that juicy core where you can take out the Eagle Artillery, the Archer Queen, those key targets in the raid.
We have the double dragons now moving over to the healers. If he's going to have the Queen come for him, otherwise he's going to lose these healers super quick. Drops the rage, Queen comes back. Come on, these healers are just trying to survive. They might go down. Oh, Woody, they just barely stay alive there. Now the Queen can actually take this Town Hall down. Doesn't have her Royal Cloak anymore. This is going to be a close one getting grip. No!
Oh.
The Town Hall stays up.
That's really bad news for Denker. Now he can still recover here. He's sending his bowlers and Pekkas straight toward that Town Hall, but that Mega Tesla up on top of the Town Hall is dealing a ton of damage. Took out those healers, and that's what left that Archer Queen high and dry. Denker, though, does get the Town Hall and passes 50%. That's going to get him the first 2 stars in this war. In order to get that 3rd star, he has to destroy all of the buildings, all 100% of them. He's sending in the Stone Slammer from the bottom left side. That is a really heavy siege machine, and when it goes down, it drops all the Clan Castle troops that are inside of it. Expect to see a second wave when the cavalry arrives, and Denker's Stone Slammer sends out balloons to help with the cleanup on the bottom.
The balloons are coming in. He doesn't have a haste spell, which is typically what you see to move these balloons through because they are so slow by themselves. Take out a few of these defenses. Doesn't look like he has any cleanup other than this Grand Warden to pick off this final air defense. And then it has almost like 10% health right here. I'll grab the Wizard Tower unless it can survive this mortar shots. But unfortunately, it's going to be super close. The previous hit for 80 Air Force was a 2-star 75%. So they are getting just a little bit higher on percentage because these qualifiers are all about in the group stages getting the most stars, and then it comes down to tiebreaker on percentage. You don't have to win any of the wars technically. You just have to end the day with the 2nd highest stars to advance to the playoffs.
That's right, CarbonFin. Denker now with 79% is just ahead of where Partigiano was, setting himself up well for the rest of the war. René?
We're up for a close start here, it seems, in our very first match of day number 2. 80 Air Force and DK 2nd Brigade both in the 70s. I'm absolutely sure that they're now hunting for the 3 stars to leap ahead.
Yeah, the 3 stars is what they absolutely are trying for, but you can't be too risky, and usually if you're risky, it can result in a 1. In this case, we're taking a look at the replay. The Queen went down. The E-Dragon was very nice to help set the funnel, and also grab that multi-target Inferno in that square, but unfortunately his Queen went down way too early.
Next up for 80 Air Force, we've got Para.
Para of 80 Air Force has been here before. He was part of, I believe, Just Ordinary, and when he was here.
Yeah, well, Para loves goblins. He says that his loyal clanmates are what make his team so great. It's a dream come true to be here today. He's a 37-year-old psychologist from Greece and enjoys reading. Maybe he's learned a few strategies during his reading sessions online. There's a lot of Clash strats to learn, both from YouTube and all the Clash news sites out there. You're a YouTuber yourself, aren't you?
I am. Woody, absolutely. I do make the daily YouTube videos. Focused on the Town Hall 12s, which is what we see here in the competition in the World Finals. Because the top of the competition, the Town Hall 12s, is the kind of where everyone's at right now. But hey, you got to work your way up there eventually to get here. So you got to take your time, and eventually one day you can see yourself here. But Para's coming in with the Mass Electric Dragons, going to try to fly through. Has a nice free spell right over the core, was able to grab the Queen, the Eagle Artillery, and is getting some nice chain of value. The Queen was moving on the outside. If he can get some nice skips here, the E-Dragons might have a chance at clearing this core. He has one more free spell. Woody, he's going to have to try to get some more chain value here.
This has been a lightning quick attack from Para in the very first minute, deploying all the troops and all the spells. All he has to do now for the rest of the time is just sit back, relax, and hope these Electro Dragons can make it through the remainder of the base. We only see a few more defensive structures on the backside. Those Electro Dragons are awfully low on hit points, though, trying to zap through these air defenses, but they still have another Archer Tower, Wizard Tower, and Grand Warden that can all fire away at them. It looks like they're going to be able to fire down that last remaining Electro Dragon, but not before it cleans up a lot of those outside structures undefended at the top of the base. Para with the best attack so far that we've seen in this war, looking like a 2-star in maybe the high 80s or even 90%.
Yeah, he's going to finish into the 80s. This E-Dragon doesn't have much health. The Grand Warden can still pick off. We have plenty of time with 1 minute and 15 seconds. And what these players are playing for is a chance to get that golden ticket, which will get them to ESL1 in New York. And if you guys want to, or not New York, in Germany, but if you guys want to get your tickets, you guys can go online and get them as well. And you can watch the 8 teams that get those golden tickets. Woody, it's going to be crazy. And I recommend them, if they're able to go, to get them.
Yeah, of course. We've already had 5 teams qualify. This is the 6th and final qualifier, and we'll have 2 wildcard slots to give away in the next couple of months leading up to Hamburg. But let's take a quick look at the replay now. All those Electro Dragons being lined up on the bottom left side of the base, making an early stab at the Town Hall and taking it down early. It's really great to take that Town Hall down early. You don't have to worry about trying to get it toward the end or actually, you know, accidentally fail and get a 1-star, Carbon.
Yeah, you don't want to have that risk. The King and the Queen walked around the edge, which helped set those funnels for the E-Dragons, but I mean, if you can get the chain value, the E-Dragons can be pretty strong, especially with the level 6 Rage spell. But now the next attack for DK 2nd Brigade is going to be AK. He's coming in with the P.E.K.K.A. Smash as well. We've seen 2 attacks with the P.E.K.K.A. Smash so far. Has a Witch that's going to be dropped at 12 o'clock to help set a little bit of a funnel because those Skellies that spawn from the Witch is going to help this King up here. Now the Queen with her healers is going to be able to walk down south. They have to drop a Rage spell to keep this Queen alive through the enemy King. There is a multi-target Inferno. He does have 2 jump spells that hopefully get him through the core of that base.
AK is a 34-year-old operator at HTH Kitchens there in Denmark. He's a 3-star specialist and said that qualifying would mean the world to him. So you know he's put a lot of effort in planning into this attack here with his P.E.K.K.A. Smash strategy, backing it up with some Witches to provide some additional spread coverage on this base. Unfortunately, those bowlers in the backside, though, having no coverage, are going to go down to this Town Hall really quick and early. Bad news for AK, but he still ought to be able to get that 2-star. Town Hall Lockhound is going to explode along with that balloon, dropping a ton of bombs on this ground-based attack and not many ways to finish them off. Finally, the Queen takes down those CC troops, Carbon.
Yeah, the P.E.K.K.A. was able to help take that Town Hall down. Now he set that Stone Slammer on the right side. He had to make sure that he locked up that star from the Town Hall. Healers are in the core working on the enemy Queen, takes her down. Grand Warden already popped his Eternal Tome, so he doesn't have it for this core section. He does have 3 more balloons in this haste spell. He drops it. He's going to try to move his way through here, but these Expos are just shredding through these P.E.K.K.A.s in the core. These balloons are going down super quick with the Wizard up top for cleanup. The Queen still has her Royal Cloak, so he's going to try to get more percentage into the 80s, which is what 80 Air Force is able to get.
Yeah, those healers doing their best to stay on the frontline troops, but it turned out this time that drew them a bit too close to that air defense. AK can use those healers and his Archer Queen to deal a ton of damage to these defensive structures, but it looks like he ran out of juice a little bit too early here. He's going to pop that Archer Queen ability. Still has a shot at a really high percentage 2-star here, taking down that multi-target Inferno. And actually, hold on, if he gets these 2 Archer towers finished off, he would have a pretty good chance at getting into the 90s. He's coming close. Need to take out that cannon. All right. Can this balloon finish off the Archer Tower?
It's going to be close. It might get another shot off and should go down. It does. The final mortars, the last defense remaining. He's got 34 seconds left. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he has any cleanup on the top side. Oh, this was so close, Woody. If he had the cleanup down, this could have been a 3-star. You only have 1 shot on these bases, and DK 2nd Brigade definitely was looking for it. We're going to take a look at the Group B standings right now. Papys Warriors is sitting at 10 stars, with ShenZhou at 9 right there. And ShenZhou has 4 attacks, so they still have another attack to go. But AD Air Force and DK 2nd Brigade, which we're seeing right now, DK 2nd Brigade comes close, 91% 2-star.
Yeah, both teams are very close to each other still after the second round of attacks, but it seems like DK 2nd Brigade slightly in advantage every single attack, at least when it comes to the percentage.
That's right, René. Every attack is also increased in percentage. We started off with a 75 hit, then a 79, an 89, and now a 91. I think a 3-star must be near.
Yeah, 3-star is coming. I can see it. I know we're 80 Air Force and DK 2nd Brigade have their 3-star plans ready for these bases. Now 80 Air Force is going to be ready to try to answer. The percentage, like you said, has been increasing slowly. So maybe this one is finally going to get that 3-star. Coming in with a Lava Loon, but has a P.E.K.K.A. and 2 E-Dragons, and he's going to use that to try to charge into the base and get this clone spell, because when you're charging in with E-Dragons, you're going to want to take out the enemy Queen, the Clan Castle, and that Eagle Artillery, so that you can fly through the base with ease.
Hytron is the next attacker for 80 Air Force. He's a 30-year-old banker from Hanoi. He says that he loves the fact that all the members of his clan are so active. That's what really helps each other to improve. Whenever you have guys committing a lot of time and focusing on improving in the game, they can offer a lot of insight and strategies to their clanmates. He's really leveraging on that to make this Lava Loon strike happen. Lava Loon, one of the most popular attacks that we saw yesterday. We're going to see it coming back in today with 2 Electro Dragons to support. Those big, heavy dragons can chain lightning onto multiple opponents.
Oh, no.
Going toward a Tesla on the top left side, though.
They went to the top side and didn't go to this air defense next to the Queen. He didn't set the full funnel. We talked about it earlier. If you don't get that funnel set, they'll go around in the wrong direction. In this case, they are just going around the top side and going to avoid the core. And look at this, the sweeper's also going to be pushing him back. Down goes that E-Dragon. You might see another E-Dragon in the core. There it is. Can he take out the enemy Queen? Out comes the Clan Castle. We got a bunch of archers as well.
Throws the enemy Queen, and so she wasn't firing away at the balloons. That meant that the Electro Dragon didn't get drawn onto the Queen. Now, we did get a good poison. Hytron able to take out those CC troops with the Archer Queen still up. It's going to be extremely difficult for Hytron to get a 3-star here. Still, that Electro Dragon at the top will get some nice funneling done, while the Lava Hound and balloons along the bottom right side should be able to take down that Town Hall for the 2nd star.
Yeah, very nice freeze spell right there to freeze the Town Hall, the Sweeper, and the Expo. But you see the whole top section up there where that Lava Hound did go. He wanted the E-Dragon and Stone Slammer to clear that whole area so that the balloons can fly at the bottom side. Now he's trying to adjust at this point. The Lava Pups, can they take out the enemy Queen? This is going to help a lot. The Pups are going to take the Queen down right there.
Whoa.
Look at that, but he's still got about 45 seconds, no more spells, and he still has the 2 Wizard Towers and a multi for Splash. These balloons are going to get wrecked through this backside right here, Woody.
They sure are. I only see 1 left at this point. Looks like the pups and the minions are going to be able to get some cleanup on that CC in the center. Minions along the bottom side find a few more buildings, but I think that's going to be just about it for this raid. It was a nice recovery from that missed Archer Queen dive up on the top right. The funnel just didn't work out for Hytron this time, but still 88%, a really well-executed attack, and keeping the average really neck and neck between 80 Air Force and DK 2nd Brigade.
Yeah, the attacks are super close in percentage right now, but it's all been 2 stars. You need to try to get that 3 to set yourself apart from the rest of the group and help get your team to the playoffs. That is the best of 1 what you want. And taking a look at the replay with these balloons moving in, fortunately that whole top section caused all the balloons to move up there with the Lava Hound, and all that value with the E-Dragons just went around the base.
Bo ready up to attack next. He's a 29-year-old financial manager from Denmark. He said the Archer Queen is his favorite unit, so expect to see a Queen with maybe some healers backing her up this time. That Queen charge is an extremely popular strategy to assist with funneling and even sometimes to dive into the core of the base. You see 5 healers this time to give her some support. He said what he really loves about DK 2nd Brigade is that his clanmates have a great sense of humor. They're all very prepared and well-focused on getting that win. And having been a finalist previously in the first month of the Clash of Clans World Championship qualifiers, he's got it in his blood to make it back there again.
Yeah, it has a great chance to get there. They're going to try with this next attack with a P.E.K.K.A. Smash. The Queen is coming on the top side, drops that nice Coco Loon to test for some Seeking Air Mines. And the Queen's going to try to walk up to 12 o'clock. Does have 2 jumps. He's setting a nice funnel with the King over on the right. Let's see if we can get the P.E.K.K.A. and the boulders to actually move their way into the core here. Here's the Grand Warden to assist, because the Grand Warden is a support hero here, where he likes to follow the units through. Nice pull of the Seeking Air Mine with the balloon. Now he's going to have to try to deal with this Clan Castle and get through the Town Hall.
The march of the P.E.K.K.A.s has begun, raged up and heading to the core of the base. We see the jump spell going down there. No, Nebo is going to have no problem at all making his way toward the center of the space. That Eagle Artillery is still a bit far away. He's going to have to take down that Town Hall first. That'll be for the 1st star. It's already activated and firing away with that Giga Tesla, but thankfully the Giga Bomb not going to have any attacking troops to hit. Nebo continues his way into the center, but the Archer Queen is firing away at all these P.E.K.K.A.s. Finally they make it into the center compartment and start chopping her up, CarbonFin.
Oh, the Queen is stowed. The Queen just went down right there. Now he has the Expos locking on. He still has the Stone Slammer, one more jump spell. The jump can be used for the Queen here.
Ouch.
Oh no, he drops it right there, but he doesn't have the Queen ability. He pops it right there. Can he grab this multi? The multi is just wrecking through these healers. He still has one more freeze and a haste spell, drops it down south, pulls a Seeking Air Mine, and there's another balloon. It would have been perfect to have that balloon take out that Sam, so the Stone Slammer would have had a little bit more health making it through this section. There is the haste spell, but unfortunately, there was so much in the core that just shredded the P.E.K.K.A.s as they moved through. Still 2 more multi-target Infernos up. He's got some cleanup with the archers on the edges to try to grab as much percentage, but he was looking for these P.E.K.K.A.s to push all the way through the space and get a lot more value, Woody.
He was. That P.E.K.K.A. Smash strategy, the favorite from DK 2nd Brigade. We've seen it in all 3 attacks so far. A very reliable way to get those 2 stars, but sometimes you just cut all the way through the base and can't manage to get the buildings along the outer side. That's what we're seeing right here. It's like a wave of destruction from the top left to the bottom right, but with Inferno Towers on either side, Tesla's set up on the exterior of the base as well, makes it very difficult for ground-based troops like the P.E.K.K.A. to have to pierce through all those walls to get to those defenses. Neebo, with just past 56% now, has got his 2 stars, but just by the skin of his teeth here, really wishing he could have kept the overall percentage a bit higher there. Let's take a look at the Group B standings right now. It looks like ShenZhou got 11 stars off the back of a 3-star strike from Saul. Congratulations to him. That'll put them in the top position over Papys Warriors, who got 10 stars in their war.
Yeah, we are seeing those are the top 2 right now, finishing at 57% right there.
And we know on this level how crucial it is that you do one mistake and you might crush your entire dreams. That could have been that first mistake here from DK 2nd Brigade.
Yeah, DK 2nd Brigade came in with 3 P.E.K.K.A. smashes so far in their attack. Maybe if we see the next 2, if they're switch it up or they're going to stick to that P.E.K.K.A. smash, the ground strategy, that definitely is a really safe 2-star strategy that can potentially turn into a 3. But unless they're going to try to take some more risks, come with something else. Now we have Zach of 80 Air Force.
Zach is a 27-year-old hospital worker from the United States. He says the balloons are his favorite troop, and boy, has he brought a lot of them here. 35 behind those 3 Lava Hounds. This is going to be a full Lava Loon attack. No healers to support the Archer Queen here, so expect to see them just used to try to clear out some exterior bases. Interestingly, he's brought a clone spell, and it looks like he's going to use the Battle Blimp, a bit less popular than the Stone Slammer, but it will go straight for the Town Hall, so that could help Zach get maybe an Electro Dragon or a bunch of balloons into the interior of the space, Carbon.
Yeah, the Battle Blimp helps you directly target and make it drop where exactly you want it, because it goes a straight line to that Town Hall, so he can pop it manually if he needs to, but it's going to try to get through this area, clones up the balloons, gets the E-Dragon, and pulls out the Clan Castle, which does not have a Lava Hound. It has a Dragon and a Witch, so hopefully this E-Dragon can take out the Queen. It does. Now it's working on the Dragon. Going to try to get some skip value here. Look at this. Can it get one more shot off before it? No, it doesn't get it, but at least it took out the main objective, which was at least an Inferno Tower and the enemy Queen.
That's right. Got to rank that early strike as success for Zach, taking out the enemy Queen as well as that CC. A bit of an atypical Clan Castle setup by AK there, running a Dragon and a Witch. Typically we see Lava Hounds in there just because they have so many hit points to tank against attacking troops, but it looks like Zach was right to bring 3 Lava Hounds this time. He's already about to lose one of them to a Seeking Air Mine and several shots from that air defense. Still, these balloons are going on a rampage through the base. Those haste spells get them on target really quickly. Really nicely timed. Grand Warden Eternal Tome ability protects all the balloons on the interior of the base, taking out air sweepers, expos, multi-target infernos, air defenses. It looks like this could be a 3-star, Carbon.
Woody, he's trying to go through, but this Eagle Artillery is up at the back side of the base. It's now locking onto this Lava Hound. His Queen is actually moving around, helping with cleanup, but unfortunately, this Eagle Artillery is probably going to lock onto this big group of balloons. And if it locks on, actually it grabs this Grand Warden here so it can save the health of the balloons. Can it make it through this final section? Come on, there's a haste spell. Move through this section here. The balloons are distracting that Wizard Tower. This is not looking too bad. If he can get enough push through here, this might have a potential for a 3-star.
Okay. looking good. The Eagle Artillery not firing on the main clump of balloons. He does lose his Archer Queen, and the Grand Warden has gone down. There's still one Wizard Tower on the backside of the base, but remember, that Eagle Artillery cannot target onto the enemy units that are right next to it, so it can no longer shoot at these balloons. They finish off the Eagle Artillery. Can they get this Wizard Tower down? That is the big question. Zach is pumping his fist. He's feeling good. 96%, 97. He's done it. Takes out the Archer Tower with 20 seconds left. Plenty of time to claim the first 3-star on stage.
What a beautiful 3-star from AD Air Force. Zach comes in with the Electron and shows how to get it done through the air. Beautiful hit, even though the Eagle was one of the last things that go down in the raid, which can be very risky. We're taking a look at this battle blimp coming in, and there was 3 ground expos, which helped quite a bit, so that it didn't hit any of the balloons, but I loved his use of the freeze spell to help freeze this area, and then he used the freeze spell over the Town Hall and activated it with the Earthquake spell.
Just in the nick of time, and with only a few troops left, that was a perfectly executed attack. Hats off to Zach for recognizing the weakness in that base and making great use of that early stab, finishing off the enemy CC and the Archer Queen. Got his troops to do exactly what they needed to and made perfect value out of the Archer Queen, especially surviving until almost the very end of the raid. She did a ton of damage and was crucial in ensuring that he didn't have a whole lot of cleanup left to do. But let's go back to DK 2nd Brigade. They've got the right to return fire now. Yohala is in it to win it. A 36-year-old. He's a director of a clean tech organization, and he says if he wins a big prize, he wants to go out and buy a ring for his wife, Carbon.
Oh, how nice. Absolutely. That would be wonderful. But, I mean, his focus is right now in this attack to try to get there. Coming in with another P.E.K.K.A. smash. We've seen the 3 P.E.K.K.A. smashes from DK 2nd Brigade, and this is going to be the 4th. Now, the P.E.K.K.A. is going to try to set this funnel, and he's going to have the Queen and walking on the left side. There is the enemy king, so we might see a raid spell to have to get through him, because usually the Queen won't be able to do it. We have the 1 ground expo, which might be able to reach the Queen as she approaches, but beautiful balloon there. Tried to test for any Seeking Air Mines, didn't find any. Pulled the air skellies right there. Queen will make easy work of that, and then the second phase of the P.E.K.K.A.s and bowlers will commence.
The big, heavy ground-based offense is the 4th time that DK 2nd Brigade has brought P.E.K.K.A. Smash here. Must be their most valuable strategy if they're willing to use it in every single base that they're up against. Either they think that AD Air Force doesn't have good defenses against P.E.K.K.A. Smash, or maybe they just have so much experience with it that they think it's worth bringing every single time. Archer Queen takes down the Town Hall for the 1st star, and the Wall Wrecker is just going to wander on in toward where that Town Hall compartment is before it pops out and the troops that are inside their CarbonFin.
Yeah, the Wall Wrecker will continue no matter what with the Town Hall location, even if it's already taken down, and then it will open up right on top of it, and it's going to let the bowlers and P.E.K.K.A.s move their way in. The enemy Lava Hound on the top side, but it doesn't look like these bowlers are taking this jump spell, which wants to go to this Eagle Artillery. The enemy Queen is about to go down. She does. No, his Queen goes down, the enemy Queen takes her down, has a jump spell through the backside. At least his Eagle Artillery is now down, so he doesn't have to worry about it firing upon his troops. But he doesn't have a Stone Slammer, which because he used the Wall Wrecker in the initial phase, which you tend to see with some balloons, but he's got bowlers moving through the top side. He's got the P.E.K.K.A. in the core, but that King still has his ability.
Yohala's healers are running straight through the center of the base, trying to go help that P.E.K.K.A., but they get taken down by a massive Expos firing away at them. Grand Warden on defense starting to zap through these bowlers now. There's no tank out in front to protect them. We see that Lava Hound pop, and that's not good news for Yohala. A ton of pups are now swarming around the Grand Warden. Only a few archers to try to take them out of the sky. Grand Warden finished off, and there's no more air targeting troops for Yohala. Just trying to get as much cleanup as he can along the outside of the space. Uses that Iron Fist ability from the Barbarian King to smash through a few more structures, and it looks like he'll finish up with a strong, decisive, but just short of 3 stars, 2-star hit and 75%.
No immediate answer by DK 2nd Brigade to the 3-star over on the side of AD Air Force, but they look solid when it comes to percentage beside that one small mistake. Let's see if they can catch up in the later half of the first match.
Yeah, DK 2nd Brigade really likes the P.E.K.K.A. Smash attack. It's a safe strategy that at least gets those 2 stars, but at this point they're gonna maybe have to take some riskier plays and try to go for a 3-star at this point, because AD Air Force does have a 3-star of their own.
That's right. They're on par right now with ShenZhou, which got 11 stars in their first war. DK 2nd Brigade is neck and neck right now with Papys Warriors. They're both on track to get 10 stars from this war, unless they manage to pull off the 3 in the last attack that we have here. We've seen 4 attacks so far from both teams. AD Air Force leading off the back of that 3-star from Zach. It's going to take one more hit from both of them before we can close this out and call a winner, Carbon.
Yeah, it's going to be one final attack from each side here. Going to try to get a triple on the board, but now AD Air Force wants to answer with a Queen Charge Hogs. First time we're seeing here today. A very strong strategy. These Hog Riders at level 9 absolutely can get so much through and so much value through the base, and we're seeing it so often, especially some of those mass hogs people like to run. But in this case, he wants to try to charge this Queen up and around here. Has the 3 balloons. He has 26 Hog Riders. You might see this Grand Warden with the Hogs. Otherwise, if you don't have that Grand Warden and the Hogs move to this Town Hall, they will all get fried from that Gigabomb.
Truck Paris is a 37-year-old office worker from China. He's the leader of AD Air Force, so it might be that they've saved their best for last, or at least letting their general have the final word in this fight. He says that his clan is really fun to hang out with, but they're also very hardworking, and that's what got them to this Clash of Clans World Championship qualifier, the very last one. They've got a solid spot right now in tied for first place in Group A. If they can get a 3-star here, that'll move them up into very first place, uncontested.
Yeah, the Queen is now charging to the core here, going to be able to reach over the wall and also grab that Eagle Artillery, so this should be a lot of value, plus the enemy Queen still has his Royal Cloak ability, going to pop the ability right there to take out the Queen, take out the cannon, and now go for the Eagle Artillery. But
what about the Town Hall?
Yeah, the Town Hall is over by itself. He still has the 8 Hog Riders. Maybe he's going to send the Hogs and the Balloons for the Town Hall. I don't, unless he's going to leave it for the end.
Already deployed all of the Hogs.
Oh my goodness.
Either going for a 3-star or it might just wind up being a 1-star fail. Trock is all in right now with these Hog Riders. Uses the heal spell to top them off as they make their way toward that multi-target Inferno and the Wizard Towers on the left side of the screen. This is a really risky maneuver from Trock Paris. Wouldn't expect to see this from a clan that's already ahead in the war. Only 1 minute left for the cleanup, and there is some tense looks on the side of the AD Air Force guys. They are really concerned about this, but it looks like it might be able to turn out for the best after all. At a 90% 1-star, the Hogs are finally going for the Town Hall, CarbonFin.
Wow, this Grand Warden is there. They're going to survive this. He took the risk, and it's going to pay off, and the Hogs take this Town Hall. What a risky play, and that's going to be a 3-star from AD Air Force.
Fortune favors the bold, and Trock Paris is bold indeed. A 3-star to finish off this war will leave them at 12 stars total in first place, a well-earned position in Group B.
What a risky play, but it ended up paying off. I wonder if it's going to come down to 1 or 2 stars in the end to determine who makes the playoffs. And this attack right here could make or break it. And it could have been a risky play for a 1-star, but it ended up going for a 3. What an unbelievable attack.
I've got my fingers crossed that Judo Sloth will take a look at that one later on at the telestrator report. But hold on, because we're not done yet. DK 2nd Brigade has a chance to put another attack up on the board. Remember, this overall series isn't just about how many wars you win, it's about the total number of stars that you're able to accumulate. That means that even though DK 2nd Brigade cannot catch up to AD Air Force at this point, they still can tie for second place with ShenZhou if they manage to get the 3-star here and now.
Yeah, they're going to look for this 3-star because of the overall stars is what they're looking for. Wall breakers, do not activate this Town Hall. This is going to be close. The cannon, okay, this cannon just saves it. If it went 1 more layer in, the wall break would have activated that Town Hall. That would have been very close. Now the Queen is going to try to take this Town Hall down. Then he's going to come in with 37 Hog Riders. He does have 2 skeletons for the enemy Queen. Uh-oh, here comes the Lava Hound. He's going to pop it early so he doesn't try to pop this Hound. I don't know if there's anything really in this area that the Queen might go down from.
Yeah, he's got that poison spell. You'd expect to see him drop that as soon as that Lava Hound gets low on hit points. He is already used his Queen ability, though, so he doesn't really have much of any way to finish off these troops besides that poison spell. He does have a bit of splash damage that he can leverage from the wizards that he's brought in his army composition here, but he really wants to use those for cleanup, so he's got to be careful on this CC kill.
Yeah, there's the enemy balloon that's still in the space. He has to have this balloon move over to this baby dragon. Otherwise, he doesn't have any other way to kill it except with these wizards. This is critical. Otherwise, this balloon can take these hogs down so quickly. And now the hogs are coming in from the top side of the screen. The balloon is taken care of. That is good. Now he's going to move his way into the base. He has the heals, drops the freeze, double skelly. Oh, I think he dropped one skelly in that Inferno Tower compartment, so it won't be able to grab that queen right there.
Oh man, they're going to take out the Inferno Tower, but they'll have to get through the wall before they can focus on anything else. He does freeze the queen again there, trying to give those skeletons a little bit more time, but I can't even tell if there's only one or two on the Archer Queen. She's not taking a whole lot of damage. It looks like there's still a few more skeletons, and she's firing away at the ones that are inside the wall. So that was enough to finish off the Archer Queen. Dam will continue along the left side of space with the Stone Slammer, trying to take out a few more of those exterior structures. But I don't think that these Hog Riders are going to get the job done here, CarbonFin.
Yeah, the Hogs, I believe, come out of that Stone Slammer. They're going to get sprung right there, but he missed that one small compartment with the Skellies, and they couldn't get through. So at least that one Skelly spell was able to take the Queen down. But he was unable to make that push through the space. Very nice try by Dom of DK 2nd Brigade. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to push through with the amount of force that he wanted to with those 37 Hog Riders. And we're taking a look at the final standings right here. Actually, not the final of the first war for Group B. 80 Air Force at 12 stars overall and 90.4. And then we have ShenZhou with the 1 triple as well, sitting at 11. And then this should put DK 2nd Brigade at 10 stars. And then we have Papys Warriors as well at 10. And there it is. The percentage is really close, but 1 star.
Death from above as 80 Air Force takes match number 1. Not even calling for air support would have saved DK 2nd Brigade here. 2 triples on the side of 80 Air Force, making this happen.
DK 2nd Brigade ahead after the first couple of attacks, but they couldn't withstand the ultimate firepower from Zach and Troc Paris, each putting 3-star hits up on the board. AD Air Force will move ahead in first place within Group B.
Yeah, taking first place in the very first war is definitely motivating. Having those 2 triples, now they can go into the second war and have the confidence to try to back up that performance. Taking a look at this replay of Dom's attack for DK 2nd Brigade. These Hogs were moving through. He had to pop that Grand Warden Eternal Tome early. He was walking around the edge of the wall. He missed that one Skelly spell, unfortunately, in that compartment, so the Queen stayed up a lot longer than he planned to, and he just couldn't push his way through it.
No, he couldn't. But that was a great start for DK 2nd Brigade. You know, we saw 4 attacks from them as P.E.K.K.A. Smash. Only at the very end did they switch it out to Hog Riders. Yeah. I'm hoping that we get to see some more diverse attacks from them in their later wars, but with that, we're going to go over to the couch real quick where we've got an interview with one of the members of
80 Air Force.
80 Air Force, that's right.
Yeah, it is right, because I'm over here with Zach from 80 Air Force. Zach, wow, what a show you guys put on. You're starting with 2 triples in your first match here on stage. Where did that come from?
Thank you, René. I think it's just practice. We've been practicing, working so hard to build bases and make sure all our attacks are perfect. I think just practice. I think it showed here. I think we still have a lot more to go. We still have a few more wars to do, but it's looking good for us right now.
Yeah, it's not over yet, that is true, but if you have a quick look at the actual standings, you guys are in the lead. You're currently first in Group B, so what's up next? Like, is there any opponent you're still fearing on the way?
We didn't really focus. We're not scared of our opponents. It's really us. We know we can do the attacks. We know we can triple. So it's really our performance. That's what kind of little worries me. But I think we're doing good right now. So I'm not so worried right now.
Definitely looking good for the start. Thanks, Zach. For the interview, I'm heading over for someone that tells us if airstrikes is what actually made this possible, or was a different strategy, Judo?
It was one of the most insane strategies I think we've ever seen in the qualifiers. Check out this amazing attack which got them the second 3-star. Starts off with the Queen Walk into Queen Charge. Now you've got to be able to set up your funnel on either side, which he does very successfully here with the King and the P.E.K.K.A. And that's going to drive the Queen through this gap and into the center of the base, going to be able to create pathing, but also take out defenses. A brilliant thing about using the Queen is that she can reach across and take out buildings on the inside in order to help her pathing, but you've got to make sure to do that on the opposing side as well, which they do incredibly here with the Slammer, because unfortunately the Queen could also be drawn to that side. Now let's see, once the Queen gets into the base, the value that he is able to get, and it is incredible. The Queen slowly gets through the clan castle troops. You never know what's going to be in there, so you've got to take it down. But also he's driving in here towards the Eagle, towards the Queen, and towards the Expos. But what was the most incredible part of this attack? Well, I think you guys know, you've just seen it. Let me know what you think in the chat. Perhaps he thought the Queen could reach the town hall from here, or perhaps he didn't want to use any spells for it. Took a really risky move, high risk, high reward, but he sends the Hog Riders in from the bottom, and look at the pathing that they have now. Very tight group through this area. The Queen has gone down, the Eagle's gone down, we got one of the multi-infernos, and they're able to just charge their way right of the way through the rest of it, obviously using the heal spells where needed. We tell you guys that all of the time, making sure to cover the splash damage defenses, and he's also got balloons to reinforce the defenses on the outside as well. Whenever they're distracted, you can always use a couple of troops in order to just fly in and take them out. The beautiful thing being, there is a stack of Hog Riders at the end, the Town Hall already activated, so they're able to get over there and finish it off in style. Beautiful stuff from AD Air Force. DK 2nd Brigade now have to bounce back though. Can they do it, René?
I'm absolutely sure that they still have some left in them to actually do that, because hey, they now dig the hole, now they have to climb out of it again, because that was the first big defeat here, because that overwhelming performance by AD Air Force in round 1.
Yeah, getting 12 stars to kick off the first war is huge, but now DK 2nd Brigade is still going to be on stage. Let's see if they can answer.
DK 2nd Brigade and Papys Warriors both with 10 stars, looking for a way to pull ahead. Now's their shot.
Papys Warriors, and we see them, they are on the same star level as DK 2nd Brigade, so both teams have to come back now after the first round. Not the best start into day 2 here at the August qualifier, on the way to hopefully the golden ticket to go to Hamburg. But we're ready for round 2, and so are the Papys Warriors.
Mon équipe est une équipe mixte constituée de Cathy, Naya, Polar Bear, Archibald et moi-même Benji. Nous sommes une équipe soudée et toujours la rage de vaincre. C'est notre première fois qu'on tente de se qualifier pour Katowice. Et heureusement, on a réussi pour la dernière fois même. C'est une grosse structure. On n'a pas l'habitude de voir des structures comme ça. C'est stressant, mais excitant en même temps. Et on ira jusqu'au bout. Nous nous sommes entraînés toute la semaine, dur. Nous avons construit beaucoup de bases, testé beaucoup de bases. Et voilà, on s'est fait aider de plusieurs clans, qu'on remercie d'ailleurs. Et de plein d'amis qu'on s'est fait dans la communauté Clash of Clans. Nous avons suivi à peu près toutes les compétitions. Nous avons revu beaucoup INTZ. Donc potentiellement, ce serait le clan qui nous ferait le plus peur. Mais voilà, on a peur de personne.
Presumably the Dark Horse with a lot of support by the community. How far can they get?
Yeah, kicking off for Papys Warriors, we have Benji, Polar Bear, Archibald, Nanya, and Kathy.
DK 2nd Brigade brought Danker, Bo, Yohale, AK, and Dam.
This time we don't need to talk about actual momentum and on whose side it is. Both teams lost round 1, so they really need to push, they need to fight their game. And we know it is important to find your rhythm and stage.
Yeah, absolutely. This is both, at least DK 2nd Brigade, they're coming back, but Papys Warriors, this is their first time on stage, so they have the lights in front of them. Let's see what they can do to answer.
Well, you know another French team that won on their very first time on stage, MCES, last month. Papys Warriors has got a path set before them, but they've got an uphill battle if they want to make it all the way there. 10 stars from their first war, but they have a shot here and now to tie back up and make it to the playoffs.
Even if there's a path, let's hope it's not night and they actually see it, because it's not easy to get in there. Not easy at all to win a match here live on our stage. We're getting ready for round number 2, as we will see the Papys Warriors taking on DK 2nd Brigade.
Both of these clans got the 10 stars in their first war. Now they're looking to finally try to get that first triple. We saw the other clans got their triple, so this is going to come down right here. This is a very important war. Let's see if they can answer and set themselves apart.
DK 2nd Brigade and Papys Warriors both qualified through the ESL Play online tournament. They've also been together for just under a year, so they're very evenly matched. 2 European clans from countries very close to each other and with very similar attack styles as well. We heard from members of Papys Warriors that they love playing Electro Dragon, though, in particular. Let's see if DK 2nd Brigade, hot off all their P.E.K.K.A smashing, has got something else to bring to the table.
Yeah, it's good that you mentioned that Papys Warriors likes to come in with Electric Dragon, because 3 out of their 5 attacks in the first war was using the Mass E-Dragons. We'll see if they come in and repeat that here today. But now DK 2nd Brigade coming in with a Queen Charge Hogs. They were going in with a lot of P.E.K.K.A smash, so they have to change it up now. And let's see if they can actually get some 3 stars in this war.
Starting off with some funneling on the top corner. Danker from DK 2nd Brigade is moving in with his Barbarian King and a Wizard to take out a few of those exterior structures. These Hog Riders want to have a clear path and want to make sure that there's no Archer Queen or CC up to fire away at them. So it's going to be a difficult play here for Danker to finish off those 2 terrifying targets in the center of the base.
Yeah, the Queen is dropped there. Notice he does have that new Queen skin, which everyone can get in the next qualifier for the Gold Pass, so make sure you guys check that out. Coming very soon, but now the Queen is charging in. Drops the Rage, going to be able to remove this Town Hall very easily. Nothing too much firing on this Queen, so no problem through this Rage spell. There's the Giant Bomb, not going to affect her. She's out of range. Still charging through here, going to try to get some value. Has the 1 jump, but she's walking around here.
It's the plan to use this Archer Queen to take out the enemy AQ. Otherwise, I don't know how he's going to make it to the center.
Well, he's trying to set this funnel. Got a lot of value with the Queen on this Town Hall. Sets the funnel down south with the P.E.K.K.A. Maybe he's going to jump right over, yep, in the core. And he's going to have the bowler, or actually not the bowlers. The King was used on the top side, so the Queen will loop in. I was thinking of a kind of a P.E.K.K.A smash, but no, it's a Queen Charge Hogs. If she can remove the enemy Queen and the Eagle Artillery, then that's a ton of value that these Hogs can survive, and he still hasn't dropped this Grand Warden.
Bernal used an amazing Queen Charge strategy yesterday to get a ton of value into the interior of the base, but it looks like Danker isn't going to be able to repeat that. Use the jump spell to try to get her toward the center, Eagle Artillery and enemy Archer Queen, but she had a different plan. That funnel not working out in Danker's favor, and with that, it's going to be very difficult to hit his target. He does have that Town Hall down, though, and is nearing 50%, so he will get the 2-star, but I'm a bit concerned that these Hog Riders are going to be left high and dry.
Yeah, at least he still has his Grand Warden to be used with the Hogs, but he didn't set the full funnel with the Queen and then walked all the way around. He pulls out the Clan Castle, which is just a Lava Hound and some Archers. At this point, he's looking to add percentage. Still has 2 more heals and a Raid spell. He gets this first Rage down on this multi. Might see a Warden ability. It is right through this core, as his Eagle is going to fire on top of some of the Hog Riders. Pulls a Tornado Trap. The problem was, the Queen did not take that jump spell and walked all the way around. That could have been a ton of value if the Queen went to the core. At least he's got some cleanup here. Things just went south really quickly here, Woody.
This is looking like it could have been a 3-star if that Queen had been down. Hogs making their way down against the Eagle Artillery, finishing off this Expo now. There's still quite a few of them. They're going to be stuck up on the splash damage from this multi-target Inferno, the Mortar, and the Wizard Tower, firing all away at them. And it looks like that's the end of the Hog strike. Still, Danker with a 2-star, 80%, has a solid start for DK 2nd Brigade.
Was a very solid attack after things went not to plan, and Queen walked all the way around to the bottom side and did not go where he wanted the Queen, into the core to get all of that value. So he had to change it up. At least he was able to adjust on the fly and still get some high percentage. 80% isn't too bad. I mean, in this first attack that he had, ended up getting a 79% 2-star, so it was just a little bit above that.
Return fire now from Papys Warriors. Benji, a 29-year-old member of the commercial Cypher guild there in France. He says that he enjoys rugby and has a lot of experience in sports competitions. If he manages to get a big prize here from the Clash of Clans World Championship, he's going to get himself an Aperol and a nice meal with his clan to celebrate. He said that they have great humor and are all awesome people. It really keeps the spirits up when they're trying to plan out these super difficult attacks.
Yeah, he's coming in with a mass E-Dragon. His first attack in the first war was with the E-Dragons as well. Papys Warriors loves to use them. Let's see if we can get the value through this whole top side. The E-Dragons are moving in with the balloons. Let's see this Grand Warden as well. He's flying and just going to try to overwhelm this whole core. We do have the sweeper that is pointed over this town hall. The Eagle Artillery is on the complete opposite side of the base, meaning he can't freeze it as he's flying in. And otherwise, that Eagle is going to keep firing down on these E-Dragons.
Once again, we see AK using that Dragon and Witch combination from the Clan Castle, taking a few shots at those sky-high troops, but Electro Dragon is very effective at taking out such a spread-out comp. They're getting raged up towards the center of the base now. I've taken down the Town Hall and finished off over half the base. That's 60% now. Overall damage passing that 2-star mark now. Benji continues along this rampage path through the base. That Grand Warden keeping all of these Electro Dragons topped off, and the final rage spell has been deployed, zapping onto multi-target Infernos and air defenses out the right side of the base. Is it going to be enough? He's got a big target to take out in the bottom side. Still that Eagle Artillery and an air defense, Carbon.
Yeah, he's looking to try to get the chain value, but unfortunately with the bottom side air defense still up, the Eagle Artillery firing down and is seeking air mine. That's going to spell the end of this attack right here, finishing it off at a 76% 2-star for Papys Warriors.
Once again, we see a start where both teams seem to be similar in terms of stars and the percentage. No first punch here, they're really striked.
Take a look at the replay where Benji used that Eternal Tome ability to protect all of his Electro Dragons during that Giga Bomb explosion. Great usage of the Grand Warden's special ability there. Electro Dragon along the left side gets some excellent chain lightning value, taking down one of the multi-target Infernos, while the bulk of that group finished off the top section of the base for a strong 2-star.
Now AK of DK 2nd Brigade is looking to come in. He got a 91% close with the P.E.K.K.A. Smash in his first one. Let's see if he's going to try to improve a little bit, but completely different. Now going to the air with a Dragon. Dragback going to try to fly his way through. Look at this. I think there's 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to find that 4th Expo. I don't know if you find it. There is 4 ground Expos. The last one's by the Eagle Artillery. Maybe this is a perfect base to fly through, Woody.
AK is one of the co-leaders of DK 2nd Brigade, and he's a fitness nut, says he loves running and also playing golf. Qualifying would mean the world to him, and he says that if he gets a big prize from the World Finals, he's going to take it to go on vacation with his family. He's a 3-star specialist, and with these mass dragons, he's got a solid shot at hitting this base hard. He's brought 5 bat spells. We haven't seen many of those yet today, but we did see them used very effectively yesterday. They really need to pair well with that 3 spell in order to keep the multi-target Infernos and Wizard Towers from shooting out of the sky.
Yeah, out comes the Skellies and the Ice Golem, which is moving all the way to the King, so the King's going to get slowed up quite a bit. But as long as that Ice Golem stays away from the Dragons, he can get a ton of value moving through here. Pops his Grand Warden Eternal Tome. Can he get through the Town Hall a little early? But he survives it. That 7-second Eternal Tome, but just long enough to make it through that. There's the enemy Queen over on the bottom side. Still Dragons are flying to her. Took care of it. Now comes the Bat Wave. Moving through this top side. If you can keep this frozen, that's going to be a ton of value over there, Woody.
No. Bat Wave! From the top of the map, making its way toward that multi-target Inferno. Finally going to be able to take it out. That's a lot of bats, CarbonFin, and not many splash damage structures to focus on them afterwards. Still have 1 multi-target Inferno over on the left side corner, though, and that's going to be able to burn all of them up. AK has a ton of dragons left, but they're all on the top side of this map, not focusing on the defenses just yet. 1 minute and 20 seconds left to try to clean up the remainder of this base. I think I still see 5 dragons up there. I'm not sure how many hit points they have. One of them sure doesn't have a whole lot anymore now that Seeking Air Mine has hit it.
Let's see, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. That one got hit by the Seeking Air Mine. And I don't know if he's got any more Seeking Air Mines by the bottom side. We have a couple storages down here. Some archers to try to pick off some of these storages to help with time. But he's got the 4 defenses that are firing back on these dragons. And they're not going these defenses, Woody. They're just moving right around slowly. And that level 40 Grand Warden is trying to help, and the enemy Grand Warden is firing back. He's going to get around almost the same percentage as his previous, actually the exact same at 91 right there.
Mass drags deal a ton of damage. They are really slow though, and it's important to keep them on target there. AK's Dragons dealing over 90% damage to the space, but having looped around the top instead of staying in the core, they weren't able to finish off those crucial anti-air structures on the left corner of the space. Still a very nice job taking out that Archer Queen using those Dragons to get the damage in there. That Stone Slammer being finished off a bit early, but still took out a lot of the defensive structures on the bottom side, putting AK and his team DK 2nd Brigade ahead of Papys Warriors in overall destruction.
Now Archibald of Papys Warriors is coming in with Hog Riders, and he did Hog Riders in his previous attack as well, so he loves using them. The Town Hall is exposed on the left side here. Going to try to set this funnel and get some value. We do have one Ground Expo in this defending base, and we have a little bit of a kill squad push into with the bowlers. See if we can try to jump into this core here. This wall wrecker is not going through any walls. He's just going to work its way right through the middle. Maybe it's going to tank for quite a while. But once it gets to this town hall, it's going to open up. Whatever troops are out are going to be exposed to take it down.
Archibald is a 37-year-old social worker in Aveyron. He said that his role in the clan is to keep an even-headed mood among all the members. It's going to be real difficult with so much pressure on their backs to try to perform at this top level of competitive play, but his job is one that he performs very well. He's going to be striking on the bottom left side to take down that Town Hall first, and here come the Hogs. Oh no! A double Giant Bomb takes out almost all of the Hog Riders in that first strike. Really unlucky result there, Carbon.
Oh my goodness, unfortunately he lost all those Hogs over there, and he had the Grand Warden, didn't have it there to pop at the Grand Warden Eternal Tome, but now the Hogs are moving around this core section with that Queen's going down, got through the wall with the King, but he lost so many Hogs right there in that initial push that, oh, is he going to have enough to get there? He should be enough to get at least the 2-star right here. He's approaching the 50%. A Tesla farm on the bottom side, but he's got some goblins to help, but those Hogs right there, like you saw, Woody, that just killed the initial push of this raid.
They did, CarbonFin. Oh man, you can tell almost everything about a base except for where the traps are. I gotta say, Damn from DK 2nd Brigade has got to be feeling pretty good about that spell, about the double Giant Bomb placement on the top left side of the map. He must have imagined that if Hogs were coming at the base, that's where they'd be coming from. A beautiful read there prevented Archibald from getting a ton of structures along the left side still with 2 stars.
Archibald stumbling across that bump. It seems like DK 2nd Brigade, after 2 attacks, has a slight advantage here going up against the Papys Warriors, but nothing is over yet. Quick look at Group B. Meanwhile, we had 2 attacks on the other side, if I'm not mistaken, and they're still at the same score.
Yeah, 2 attacks in the war that's backstage, with one of them getting a 99% 2-star from, I believe it was ShenZhou, so they are still adding that percentage. But now we're jumping back into this replay, which was just after that double Giant Bomb. He lost all those Hogs in that initial push right there, and at this point he just wanted to try to at least save that 2-star, and now DK 2nd Brigade wants to answer.
Kaboom. Third attack now from the Brigade is going to be by Bo, a 29-year-old financial manager from Denmark. He says that his preparation and focus is what give him strength in this really difficult battle. He loves playing with the 2nd Brigade. He says that his clanmates have a great sense of humor. Very important to have a laugh or two every now and then, especially when you're working so hard to make sure that your attacks go flawlessly. He said it would be his dream come true to qualify for the World Finals at ESL 1 in Hamburg. So if you want to see him and others like him on the big stage, make sure to go and buy your ticket. ESL 1 is going to be taking place in late October, and we have a $1 million prize pool for the top competitors in Clash of Clans.
Yeah, they're all going to be competing. We've been competing for several months now to see the 8 teams that are going to qualify, and this is the last one for qualification in August. So it comes down to these wars, and so much is on the line. That's why they are taking these wars so seriously. They've been planning so much, building all these bases to try to defend against their opponents and try to get them to trip up and get those 1-stars. But Bo's coming in with the safer strategy of the P.E.K.K.A. Smash, Gonna at least try to push his way into this Town Hall. Let's see if he drops this jump right over this Axe Bow. It's gonna open up this whole core. Actually, no, over the Grand Warden platform to keep the boulders going straight to this Town Hall. We got the boulders moving in. There's the defending Lava Hound that comes up, which is going to slow his queen up quite a bit.
Jumping straight into the gun of the base, the CC troops are now streaming out to start firing away at these boulders. We've got lots of splash damage though. Poison spell dropped on them to finish them off. Archer Queen doing her best to finish off that Lava Hound, but lots of pups are popping out. I think Bo's attack is working out pretty well as the boulders start to make their way into the interior of the base. Another jump spell to get them right on top of that downed Eagle Artillery, and Rage on top of that. This is a ton of damage being dished out, but there are two multi-target Infernos and one single target Inferno. The single is going to burn up that Archer Queen, but she finishes it off first. Raged up and going on a rampage through the center of the space, CarbonFin.
Oh, she got the topside multi over there. We have one more Stone Slammer flying through. We have a freeze and a haste. This is going to be really close here. If he gets this haste spell for these balloons to move them through, that multi-target Inferno section is it's actually wide open, Woody. He's going to try to fly his way through, has a freeze. This potentially could be a 3-star with 3 balloons in the bag to help with cleanup. Woody, there's just under 50 seconds left. Is he able to do this?
Razor thin margin. They're going to get double usage out of that haste spell. Drops the freeze at the perfect moment. They're protecting the balloons from that Archer Tower, and the multi-target Inferno drops his additional balloons. They're going to take a few seeking air mines and air bombs, but that's going to be it. There's no more defenses left. Pats on the back as Bo has done it. A 3-star for DK 2nd Brigade.
DK getting it done, answering the call they needed to get a 3-star on the board, and that's exactly what Bo does right here. All the pressure, beautiful attack for DK 2nd Brigade.
All right, high fives and feeling fine. Nebo earns that first 3-star for the 2nd Brigade. That'll pull them ahead of Papys Warriors now and put them on par with ShenZhou. We're taking a look at the other war now, and it looks like ShenZhou actually did just get another 3-star up on the board. Once again by Saw, shaping up to be the MVP of all time today. You saw in that replay a really well-timed Grand Warden ability to protect the troops charging into the center of the base. That P.E.K.K.A. Smash strategy, so popular, and it finally rewards them with the 3 stars they're looking for.
Now we're taking a look at Kathy coming in. She decided to go with the mass E-Drags in the previous war and decided to bring them back here today. We have the 8 E-Dragons, 8 balloons. Gonna set a funnel here and use the lightning in the core there. So I believe that was a sweeper that was pointing over the top side. We have 3 more rages and 3 freezes. Let's see if we can get some, if the king can get some value. And the king is moving his way through the top side. Okay, he's gonna go up. Queen's gonna reach over the wall. And if she can get this E-Dragons to go right to the Town Hall, it's actually activated. We have the Stone Slammer as well. Get ready for these E-Dragons to go right through this Town Hall.
The Electric Dragons are Kathy's favorite troop. She's a retired accounting secretary from France and enjoys painting porcelain and art embroidery in her free time. It's those artistic skills and creative ideas that are going to get her the first star here, taking down that Town Hall on the top left side of this base. We see a Lava Hound coming out of the Clan Castle. It's going to be partially counterfeited by this attack. Not many defensive buildings firing away. She drops the free spell and misses that air defense, but does catch the Archer Tower there. Electric Dragons are all relatively clumped up over on the left side corner there. Fires away another free spell to keep these dragons protected, and double drops the rage spell on them as well. Finally zapping through that base. She is on her way to the 2nd star, Carbon.
Yeah, the E-Dragons are moving through, trying to get some value here. Froze the enemy queen. Doesn't have any more spells, unfortunately, and just passed the 50% mark for the 2-star. And these E-Dragons are going down really quickly in the core. And now this Grand Warden's gonna get finally picked off for the 53% 2-star. At least lock that up right there.
Shaking her head. It didn't look like she was too happy with how slow the E-Drags were, but nice use of rage spells.
Not really the right answer that Papys Warriors were looking for here after the 3-star on the side of DK 2nd Brigade. Time to really go full throttle now.
Yeah, that defending Lava Hound right here absolutely slows down these E-Dragons since they move right to it. And the Stone Slammer comes at the left side while these E-Drags, unfortunately, got stalled up at the top. Even though there was no sweeper to push them back because she decided to use the lightning to take it out, but unfortunately wasn't able to charge through.
Well, next up, we've got DK 2nd Brigade for another hit. Yohala, the 36-year-old co-leader of the clan, says that his participation here at the ESL Clash of Clans World Championship Qualifier is the culmination of years of dedication. He's really looking forward to participating in the World Finals, but he's got to make it to the playoffs first. With that first 3-star on his side, he's got to put up another one if he's going to be tied up with ShenZhou and AD Air Force.
Yeah, the wars are getting closer and closer. They're looking to get more 3-stars to bring DK 2nd Brigade closer to the top 2 here for Group B to join either INTZ and Nova in the playoffs, which will be tomorrow. So don't miss that. Now, coming in with a Queen Charge Hogs. It looks like sending the P.E.K.K.A on the top side to help set this funnel. And now the Queen, if she walks up here, should be able to actually reach this multi-target Inferno. It is walkable because there is no decoration in that corner. So let's see if she actually goes for it, sets the funnel properly, and then we will have Hogs for the backside.
Yeah, sometimes we see those decorations kind of preventing the pathing of some of the troops. Johala not having to run around a P.E.K.K.A statue on the top side this time. Still, nonetheless, is going to have a bit of difficulty making his way toward that multi-target Inferno. Queen going for the bomb tower first instead, and then targeting onto the Wizard Tower. Meanwhile, those healers are getting burnt up on the backside. Finally, she's going to make her way there, but jump spell goes down after she already targets onto the multi-target Inferno. See an early free spell here from Johala to try to pick things back up, and she is not going where he expected, Carbon.
No, the Queen went back around to grab that multi-target Inferno, and now there's a jump spell that's not going to do anything. He doesn't have any ground units to take that jump spell into this Town Hall. He wanted the jump to send the Queen in to grab that Town Hall in the whole section. Now the Queen's down. And now he's going to have to try to get to 50%. He does have a Skelly that can activate this Town Hall, which he might drop or save the Stone Slammer for, because he has to at least lock up that 2-star.
That's right. He was hoping to use those skeleton spells to take out the enemy Archer Queen, but it seems like he might have to use it to activate the Town Hall instead now. He does have that Stone Slammer, just like you noticed, so there's a couple of different approaches he has here. He's going to take a little bit of time. It seems like 3-stars is going to be really difficult, though, with only 1 minute and 10 left and still a ton of base for Johala to have to go after now. Defending Clan Castle Lava Hound sitting high and mighty toward the top. They're going to get pulled a little bit closer to the Town Hall. Now that it's been activated, the Hog Riders will be able to target onto it in the first star.
Yeah, the Hogs are coming through. Nice use of the Skelly to help activate a Popsy Grand Warden Internal Tome. At least locks up the 1-star. Still has the Stone Slammer moving through. The enemy Queen poisons the Queen there. And he had to pop that Grand Warden Eternal Tome to save the Hogs over the Town Hall. He's moving through, drops a Rage to help get through this section down here. Still has a Wizard. See if he drops it for cleanup. The Hogs are moving through, going towards the top side now. But that Queen walking around the top side, not taking the jump, unfortunately, was a huge deal breaker and lost all the healers up there as well. The Stone Slammer's about to pop, but this enemy Queen is firing on them so much.
Playing cool under pressure is really what separates out the best players from just the good ones. Johala recognizes that the first stage of this attack didn't go the way he planned, but still managed to get a nice recovery in here. A 2-star, 69% destruction for his team. They were ahead over Papys Warriors, and this is a bit of a setback, but they'll maintain their lead thanks to that 3-star earlier in the war.
Yeah, that 3-star is going to be huge. It's going to help them so much when it comes down to the final standings. They need a couple more 3-stars to answer the call from not only AD Air Force, but also ShenZhou, because they've been putting up 3-stars of their own. And this one fell very short because that Queen walked around. And now we are going to have Polar Bear. His first attack choice was a P.E.K.K.A Bobat. We're going to take a look if he decides to come in with something like that, or he's been going with one of his clan's favorites, which is the Mass E-Dragons.
Polar Bear is a 48-year-old self-employed chef from France. He says he loves competition and is so excited to be here competing in the Clash of Clans World Championship Qualifier. P.E.K.K.A Bobat is his favorite attack strategy, and that's what he's using here right now. Let's take a look at the Group B standings, where ShenZhou putting up another 3-star hit, have 22 stars in total. AD Air Force at 20 stars, but they've got another attack left to use and still have the chance to tie for first place in Group B.
Yeah, I should put them up at 22, but we're taking a look with Polar Bear. Unfortunately, things are going right around, but the Queen comes back to this Town Hall, and be able to jump over the core to this Eagle artillery. There's the King, get ready for this Grand War Eternal Dome. He pops it, saves it, still has King ability to move his way through. Seeking Air Mine, oh, is it? Okay, it doesn't take out the healer. Thank goodness it survives that. But he's gonna try to get a ton of value. Get ready for these bats to fly through here, Woody.
Here they come. Bats really need that free spell protection. They're super vulnerable to those multi-target Infernos along the backside. Polar Bear doing its best to cut a hole in the center of this base, but I don't know where he plans on dropping those bat spells. He still has a ton of Papys in the center, and bowlers spread out, throwing their rocks as hard as they can, crashing down onto the defenses, but there's still a lot of long-range expos firing away at these troops. He's holding onto these bat spells really late in the game, but still does have both hero abilities from the King and the Queen. Drops that Iron Fist ability, but oh no, a big giant bomb goes off and takes out a big chunk of those Barbarians. They've made their way to the back of the base, but multi-target Infernos are firing them on both angles. Polar Bear a bit just indecisive now about where he wants to use those bat spells. Might get some more value out of using them on the left side if he's able to support this Archer Queen, and yep, that's where he's going to use them. Free spell goes down to support.
Unfortunately, the Queen was not able to go through that wall to be able to step up and grab the Wizard Tower and the multi-target Inferno, so he's forced to use the freezes here with the bats. The Queen's gonna walk around. The Queen just barely is surviving here, just passing about 80%, but bats are just gonna get wrecked from the top side splash damage. He has the Wizard up there, but he's gonna finish with just about an 85%. I mean, they have a 76, 63, and a 53, so this is the best attack so far for Papys Warriors in this war against DK 2nd Brigade. And that Queen, I don't think there's any health on that Queen. How is she alive? I think one small bomb, that Queen will go down. But very nice try here. Unfortunately, it didn't go the way he wanted.
Very nearly finished off, but you're seeing once again the benefit of upgrading your troops. Getting her to level 65 has left her with just enough vim and vigor to fire away a last time here. 13 seconds left as she paths through the rest of the base. Might take a few shots. Oh, did she hit a bomb?
I think it was a small bomb.
What was that?
Might have been, I don't know what that was.
Did she stub her toe?
I mean, the rest of the troops went through that course. I would have assumed all the traps would have been pulled.
Yeah.
But wow.
Polar Bear coming in strong for Papys Warriors, but still not enough. DK 2nd Brigade sitting on the only triple from this match so far.
Let's take another quick look at the replay here. Polar Bear attacking Bo with a strong and decisive strike into the gut of his base. Those P.E.K.K.A.s deal a ton of damage, and with the bonus of those jump spells, are able to make their way through a ton of layers of walls and defenses, tacking onto that Eagle artillery early in the raid and making quick work of that enemy Archer Queen just after.
It was a really nice work to get to that core, but now we're going to take a look at the group standings. 80 Air Force leading right now, finishing at 23 stars overall. ShenZhou just behind them, and it's going to come down to these two clans, and DK 2nd Brigade needs the answer, and Dom is looking in. His first attack, which was with the Sui Mass Hog Riders, maybe he's going to answer with the same thing or go with a maybe a little bit safer strategy of the P.E.K.K.A. Smash.
Dom is the captain of DK 2nd Brigade. He says he really enjoys playing soccer and loves hanging out with his family. He's cool under pressure, and that's what gives him the authority to command his troops. Seeking a 3-star to tie things up against AD Air Force and ShenZhou. He needs to hit hard against Naya, the last remaining defender from Papys Warriors.
Very nice use of the wall breakers. Not only break this wall, but also pull the clan castle and activate that tornado trap. That's going to help quite a bit. And look at this. This clan castle is a damage CC, meaning he can get through it super easily with just one poison. The witches went down so fast. Now he can take care of this town hall and going to be able to reach over and then send 30 Hog Riders, the Grand Warden, and that Stone Slammer. Moving in, still has the King ability. Let's get it over the Town Hall. If he can push his way through, now the Hog Riders are going to be coming through.
Expect to see that Iron Fist ability soon. There it is, punches through the enemy King, and there they go. No healers to support these heroes, so they're just going to go as far as they can until that truck runs out of gas. Using that Archer Queen Royal Cloak ability now, she's going to take out a few more structures, but not able to make full use of that damage boost. Still, we've got the Hog Riders coming in. The ride of the Hogs as they start jumping over walls, moving their way through the space, supported with heal spells. That's able to keep them topped off. Archer Queen firing away at those attacking Hogs, so he's going to have to freeze and use those skeleton spells to take her out.
Nice use of the freeze in the skeletons. The freeze in the queen is going to allow now the queen to actually lock up on the skellies and not the hog. Still has this Grand Warden. Beautiful Grand Warden Eternal Tome. Oh, he froze the queen. I don't know if he needed to do that right there. Drops a heal on the top side for the hogs.
Okay.
They're moving through. He's got one more heal. They're looking around.
A lot of splash damage to the Carbon.
Yes, there is, Woody, but can he get through? He's got a lot of hogs. One more heal. This is looking pretty good for DK 2nd Brigade.
Able to keep those hogs topped off despite Wizard fireballs, bombs blasting everywhere. A Tesla farm on the outside of the base is the last remaining defensive layer before Dam is able to claim that 3 stars. He's got a minute left for cleanup and plenty of troops to do it, but it's high fives all around. Pumping his fist, Yohala is happy to sit next to his captain, my captain, claiming a 3-star hit for the DK 2nd Brigade.
This is something they absolutely needed to get to answer the call to get their second 3-star overall in Group B, and that's their second 3-star here today against Papys Warriors with that Sui Mass Hog Rider attack strategy.
Very, very well played, and it's all smiles from the 2nd Brigade. Take a quick look at that replay. There's a good chance we're going to get a breakdown later, but watch as these hogs get a beautiful spread, most of them along the top side, but still just enough along the bottom corner of this base to finish off those really threatening structures. The Wizard Towers staying distracted, hammering away at multi-target Infernos, and a beautiful timing on the Grand Warden Eternal Tome, protecting as many hogs as possible while they take so much splash damage fire.
Now we're having Naya coming in with Mass E-Dragons, has a clone spell as well. Drop in the E-Dragon to try to set this funnel and then move her way through this Town Hall. The King's going to be used on the left to help set a funnel. If she can get the value here, then the E-Dragon should be able to fly directly to this Town Hall. But we do have the sweeper that is pointing over it. I'm going to be curious what she's going to come in with, but what they are competing for is a chance at ES1 Hamburg. You guys can get a chance as well by just purchasing your tickets if you want to go. The tickets are now available. The best 8 clans in the world are going to be competing on that stage for their chance at the $1 million prize pool.
It's taking place in late October, so check your calendars and make sure you got time. We hope to see you there. But Naya coming in with Electro Dragons and Balloons. She's one of the co-leaders of Papys Warriors, a flight attendant, so she is able to get around. She's leveraging that experience in the air by using an all sky-based attack. Electro Dragons chaining lightning through the space and able to claim the 2nd star early on. They still have a big target on the backside though in that Eagle Artillery. That's what is able to stop a lot of these Dragon attacks, Carbon.
Yeah, the Eagle Artillery is firing down on these E-Dragons. Still has a Stone Slammer, and the E-Dragon in the core should be able to clear the Queen with 1 shot, and there goes the Queen. Now let's take out this Eagle Artillery, and only has a few Dragons left. Just passing about 70%, should get some more chain value. Baby Dragon as well for cleanup, but he's... Oh, the E-Dragon's down south as well on the multi-target Inferno. I see there, had to take care of that Lava Hound that came out of the clan castle, but unfortunately didn't get all the value that you wanted with them. That chain value is crazy.
Really nice zaps from those 2 Electro Dragons at the bottom of the base though, passing that 80% mark. This is going to be one of the best attacks we've seen today from Papys Warriors. Naya wishing she could have gotten a few more to get to that 3-star hit, but still at 2 stars and 84% now. This baby dragon still raging up at the top. You got to be proud of him, right, René?
Yeah, definitely. You can't be proud of that. But DK 2nd Brigade, 2 triples leading to a win here. They did just not climb out of that hole they did before. No, they jumped out of it, jumped even higher, and are now on their way once again to the top of the group.
Beautiful job by DK 2nd Brigade to answer the call and getting 2 3-stars, which is absolutely what they needed to bring them back into the competition here, because we are seeing 3 stars coming in from AD Air Force and ShenZhou.
Shaking hands on the main stage as they cross through. Let's take one more quick replay look at that last attack. Electro Dragons getting that big Eternal Tome protection as the Giga Bomb goes off. Free spells left and right, and even a clone into the center of the base. Rage spells getting these balloons on target as quickly as possible. Naya hits hard and heavy into the core of that base, but still with an Archer Queen up and firing away at so many air troops. I think that might have been one of the big stumbling blocks in that raid that prevented the 3-star hit, Carbon.
Yeah, the E-Dragons are very slow. If you don't get the chain value and the freeze value over the core, then they're going to be going around the side. And we saw a lot that if you don't set that funnel properly, then you're not going to be able to push them through the core. But it was a really nice try. And now we have René ready over the couch with the interview.
Yeah, definitely ready over here at the couch. I'm with Dam from DK 2nd Brigade. And just so that everyone is up to speed, I said already before the show that you guys will make it into the playoffs. So, you know, if you disappoint now, you disappoint me, just so that you know.
Well, I'm sorry if we do. We do our best, we really do. It's a tough group, it's really skilled teams. We're happy about this win. We don't know what the score in the group is, but the last match we will play now will be nerve-wracking.
It is a tough group. We saw the matches going on in the backgrounds. There were also a lot of triples. But when we look at your first match and then look at the second, it seems like you guys kind of found your groove and the flow you need to have to really perform now. Is it only going upwards for you guys for the next matches?
I sure do hope so. I sure do hope so.
All right. I wish you all the best for the rest of the group stage. Thanks, Dan, for taking the time for the interview. I'm heading over to our expert, Judo, to tell us everything about what just happened.
Oh, it was amazing to see them turn it around there. Amazing stuff. And this is the 3-star by Bull that got it all started. I want you to take note of the amazing base identification here. Notices that he can use a jump spell right in this area in order to access the core of the base and open up just a bunch of areas that the P.E.K.K.A Smash can go in. So what does he have to do? He has to drive his troops in from either side in order to make that incredibly strong push right into the base. There's a number of ways of doing that. The first one, which we mentioned in the previous analysis, is using the Queen Walk. She's able to take out these few buildings, and because bowlers are ranged troops as well, there's no way that they're going to walk around. Also take note that he's using some of the troops that will be used in that initial push for the kill squad as well. The King able to set up the funnel and then move in with the rest of it. Once the jump spell is in place, the rage spell in combination with the Grand Warden's ability gets so much value here. You're able to just power your bowlers and P.E.K.K.A s forward, taking out the Queen, taking out the Eagle Artillery, and then just driving your troops forward wherever you want to go. So very successfully uses a jump spell in order to drive them to the bottom of the base. Again, recognizing the start means that he's been able to save onto the slammer as well. So you could reinforce that anywhere from this top area as long as you're away from that single target Inferno. The freeze spell could have been used as a backup for that as well, but very successfully able to hold onto it until the end of the raid, which really made the difference. DK 2nd Brigade now changing things around. They've got that momentum going. Can they do it again in the third matchup, René?
That will be the big question. I mean, coming out of a loss, then being strong once again in the second matchup, and now being on their way, hopefully, to playoffs. But they're so strong opponents on the other side. Just look at that schedule. It's full of great teams.
Yeah, we're seeing so many 3-stars coming in. DK 2nd Brigade going to be on the final stage here for the third time, and they came back with 2 triples of their own.
This is turning out to be a really tight Group B. All the clans are still in contention here. AD Air Force leading the pack right now with 23 stars. ShenZhou and DK 2nd Brigade just behind them at 22. Papys Warriors really needing a great performance in their third war if they're going to catch up.
A 6% difference right now between the positions second and third. That will be a very interesting one when we go into the next match, because we're heading to round 3. That means we see both matches and everything will be decided in just those war that are about to happen. Next one will be a tough one as well, because DK 2nd Brigade, they will go up against ShenZhou.
我们是来自中国的战队，我们的战队名字叫做神州。我是队长，我叫海。这位是 TL， 这位是 PO， 这位是 TED， 这位是 SHO。我们在这个部落里一起玩了超过2年的时间了，我们以前没有见过面。这次很感谢组委会给我们的机会，能见一次面，在线下。我们从第一次开始比赛一直在参加，每一届都参加了。 我们一直在尝试， 我们是第一次来参加卡托维兹的这次比赛，波兰线下比赛，我们感觉很紧张，但也很兴奋。我相信我们能拿到德国的门票的，因为我们实力很强。我们准备了很多的阵型，很多的新的阵型，我们也就是用了很久的时间去练习。我们相信我们一定拿到这次门票，拿到第一的。INTJ 稍微厉害一些，但我们相信我们的实力比他们要强。
Both teams sitting on 22 stars, and this will be their last chance to do anything themselves on stage.
Kicking off with ShenZhou, we have Hai, Saw, Paul, Todd, and TL.
DK Second Brigade for the third time, bringing Denker, Bo, Johale, AK, and Dom.
As said, this will be their last chance. Now they have everything in their own hands, but after this match, everything relies on AD Air Force and Papys Warrior that will play next. So obviously, you want to make sure that you are in the playoffs on your own power, basically, and in your own matchups. But they have to do it in the next 10 attacks, 5 for ShenZhou and 5 for DK Second Brigade. Both teams showed us already that they can do triples, and they will need even more because AD Air Force is currently in the lead. And it won't be easy at all to beat them. Here it is, round 3 matchup, ShenZhou versus DK Second Brigade.
Here we go. This match can easily determine which one of these clans is going to be going to the playoffs on Sunday tomorrow. It's going to be very exciting. Whoever's going to step up, this is the moment to do it.
That's right, Carbon. ShenZhou does have the percentage advantage, but is tied on stars with DK Second Brigade, a team that has made it to the finals of this event before. But ShenZhou is a dark horse favorite among many of the insiders in the Clash of Clans competitive community. They are all members from China, and they are number 4 on the in-game Clan War leaderboards. They have a ton of experience with competitive Clash of Clans, and they are here to prove it for one last time.
Here to come in with a bit of a P.E.K.K.A smash, but using the Warden Walk, the Warden Charge to try to grab this multi-target Inferno. That's going to be huge value, and then he can walk everything towards this Town Hall. Has a bowler bounce, beautiful job on the right side. If this Grand Warden can make his way into this multi-target Inferno, that's going to be huge value, and he's going to work his way through. He has one more healer, decided not to drop it just yet. I'm going to be curious when he's going to drop the main push to get through the core.
DL Chong says he loves playing with balloons, but he's brought a big P.E.K.K.A smash army this time, using that Warden Walk at the very beginning because of its long range, able to reach onto that multi-target Inferno despite it being behind 2 walls. That's a nice start for this P.E.K.K.A smash attack. He's going to continue along with an Archer Queen Walk along the bottom of the base to support this Warden. Expect to see these big heavy hitters moving all from the bottom corner, first toward that Town Hall, then soon after toward the Eagle Artillery and Archer Queen. Remember, those are the key targets that you have to take out early in a raid if you want to have a chance at 3 stars.
Now this defending enemy King's going to pull the P.E.K.K.As and the bowlers right to the core here. The wall wrecker takes 3 shots. Let's get through this wall. It does. Get ready for this Grand Warden Eternal Tome over the Town Hall. He does pop and survives. Out comes a P.E.K.K.A and an Ice Golem has a poison spell for this core. Defending Lava Hound does pop. If he can get a ton of value through here, this is looking pretty good, Woody.
Chong continues into the center of the base. Jump spell gets the bowlers right into the center compartment, finishing off that Eagle Artillery. The downed Archer Queen on the backside is going to be no more problem for him. He continues his way, pathing along to the top left side of the base now. Chong still has that Archer Queen up and a ton of healers to continue supporting this raid, but that Grand Warden is getting perilously low on health, taking a ton of shots from the cannon and splash damage from the Wizard Tower. He still is somehow alive. A great benefit to his attack as that Life Aura will increase the hit points of all troops within the radius.
Still just under a minute left in this raid. Has 4 balloons and a baby dragon. We can potentially drop 2 balloons on the Wizard Towers down south. They are only splash damage, but then they'll have to move all the way through. Maybe a baby dragon would be ideal right there, but the Queen's going for the wall. They both have the hero abilities for the King and the Queen. Healers are up. This can be a ton of value if the Queen can walk in there. I'm surprised he hasn't dropped this baby dragon just yet. There's only 25 seconds left in the raid.
Cleanup is going to be super difficult out here. Chong still has a lot of troops left, but like you said, running out of time now, trying to find the best place to position these last remaining army troops to try to get a few more buildings down, but he recognizes now that he's running out of time. 10 seconds left, drops the final 3s, and starts to finish off some of the buildings along the right side, but knows that 3 stars is not going to be possible here. Gets the 2-star, 98%, so close.
A 2-star, 98%. There's some small changes he wish he would have made at the end there, but a beautiful shot right there to not only secure the 2-star, but also to get a high percentage in that attack.
Take a look at the replay now. When the Ice Golem gets sprung off by the Spring Trap, it still drops that big Frost Nova around it, protecting all of the attacking troops by immobilizing those defenses. Still, great spell placement by Chong. Gets the Rage and Jump spell right where they need to be to keep those troops on target, marching into the center of the base on a triumphant charge. Next up, though, we're going back to the other side where DK 2nd Brigade will have a chance to return fire. Danker, the 33-year-old member of the clan, knows that he needs to get a 3-star here. It is a crucial moment for DK 2nd Brigade. They are behind ShenZhou a lot on overall destruction percentage and need to make up for it by getting another star ahead of them.
Yeah, they are tied on stars, so it could come down to just getting 1 3-star in this match that your opponent does not answer, and that can help push you to the playoffs. So each one of these attacks is huge. Do not go anywhere, because you're going to want to see how each one ends with a golem coming out and being used. I haven't seen a golem being used in these attacks in a very long time, but it's going to pop, have some golemites. There's the wall record, going to try to get through. Got to get this town hall down to lock up that 1st star.
A nearly impenetrable amount of hit points on that level 9 maxed out Golem, recently upgraded. Danker's making great use of it to protect his troops on this early charge. Barbarian King finds a ton of buildings along the top side to finish off, but he has finally been eliminated. All hero abilities are now used, and so it's time to drop the Hog Riders. They're taking a lot of splash damage along this left side from the multi-target Inferno. They're going to have to pass through these Teslas first, and loses a couple of them to a Spring Trap there, but it looks like he still has the bulk of this attack left to go. 2 heal spells in tow, and a little bit of Hog Rider and Wizards for cleanup.
Yeah, the Queen doesn't have ability anymore. The Hogs are moving through, has 1 more heal spell. Let's see where he drops. He's got to try to keep the Hogs alive as much as possible. Drops it in the core. Those Expos are just firing upon, and the Queen looks like she's about to go down. She's walking around the edge here. The cannon locks onto her. Down she goes, but unfortunately, the Hogs didn't get the value he wanted, and moving around here, but he's going to pick up as much percentage as possible, 70%. It's still anyone's game at this point. Whoever steps up and gets that 3-star can make all the difference, Woody.
That's right, Carbon. Well, it's leery looks from the clanmates over on the 2nd Brigade side of the field. They know that they're behind and have to pull up a huge upset now. We'll take a look at the Group B standings overall. ShenZhou and AD Air Force leading the charge right now with 24 and 23 stars respectively. After this attack from DK 2nd Brigade, you can expect to see them tied up with ShenZhou at 24.
Yeah, I'll put them both at 24. So it will come down to percentage if they're tied on stars. So it's going to come down and be very close.
82%, not a bad start for DK 2nd Brigade in this direct matchup with probably their opponent for the playoff tickets.
Take another look at the replay now as the early stab into the top left side of this base goes straight for the Town Hall to start things off. Gives you a reliable way to continue the rest of the raid, not having to worry about that key defensive structure. We're going to see an additional P.E.K.K.A. Smash usage by Danker there, but keeping on par with his previous hits. He got a 79 and an 80% in the first 2 attacks, improved just slightly with an 82% on his last strike.
Now this is the attack I am most excited to see, because Saw is coming in and he got 2 triples so far. He's going for his 3rd triple of the day with a little bit of an Electron, it looks like. So I'm going to see, can he go 3 for 3 today and help push them to the playoffs? This is going to be huge. This is going to be that attack that matters so much. He's got 1 E-Dragon, and he's got that clone that can potentially be used with either the Stone Slammer. He has the chance to switch it out with a Battle Blimp.
Rocking a 6-pack already. Saw is a 31-year-old member of ShenZhou from China. He says that he loves to play basketball in his spare time, but when he's focused on Clash, he has to take it very seriously. He wants to go to ESL 1 Hamburg, and if you do too, make sure to get your tickets now. You can buy them through the link in the description down below. below. We've got $1 million prize pool this year, CarbonFin, and the best clans are going to be duking it out for worldwide supremacy.
Oh, that's going to be amazing to watch. I cannot wait, but I can't wait to see what this attack is going to turn out to be, because the Dragon and the Witch are going to go down to this poison easily. The E-Drags took down the Multi, the Dragon, the Witch, and this whole core section here. Now he still hasn't even dropped his Queen. You might see a Queen come down for this Eagle Artillery. And is he going to go 3 for 3, Woody? That would be absolutely crazy.
It would be certainly very impressive. Saw takes out another of those Expos in the center of the base thanks to the lightning from the Electro Dragon taken down. We've got 2 Lava Hounds and 25 Balloons as the main attacking force here today. He hasn't dropped his Queen or his Grand Warden yet, but they are now ready for action, being sent into the very bottom side of the base. He's just letting that Barbarian King do a bit of funneling early on. It looks like he was trying to get his Queen to go into the center compartment there to try to get that Eagle Artillery. She's not going to make it in there though, so he's going to have to use those balloons to get the job done instead.
Yeah, that Queen, that wall break was able to go through. The Queen would have been able to take out the Eagle Artillery and would have gotten so much value, but now he's flying through the bottom side. Here comes the Grand Warden. Queen still has her Royal Cloak, so she can help quite a bit. Get ready for 2 freezes over this Town Hall. He's being patient, but wait, Grand Warden, do not stick with the Queen. He needs this Grand Warden to move in with the balloons. This could be very risky. I've seen it before. Oh, the Queen goes down. So now the Grand Warden has nowhere to go but inside the core.
Extremely aggressive spell placement there. That free spell not able to grab that multi-target Inferno. Haste spells out a little bit further in front of where those balloons were positioned. This is looking like it's coming down to the wire, CarbonFin, but I think 3 stars is a bit too much to ask for what remains of this raid. Drops a couple more spells that he intended to use on the last leg of this attack, but 2 stars is all he's going to be left with here. Still, Saw is the MVP from ShenZhou for this first day of combat in the arena. Looking forward to potentially a playoff repeat if he can keep it up. But that being said, since ShenZhou has only 2 3-star hits so far, and they were both from Saw, the fact that he only got 2 stars in this third and final war, what does that mean for them?
I mean, if someone else is going to have to step up at this point to see if they can help push them to the playoffs, but they are looking good because they are leading on percentage, and that is a tiebreaker. But the huge thing in this raid, which it came down to the failed wall break, if the Queen was able to pop her ability and take out the Eagle Artillery, it would have been a complete game changer. At least he was able to secure that 2-star. Nice job, but still an MVP performance so far for him.
Let's head back to DK 2nd Brigade, where AK will have another chance to make it happen. The 3-star specialist is looking for his first shot at that 3rd star. He got a 91% in both of his first 2 attacks today, so he has come very close. He's once again going to be using P.E.K.K.A. Smash. That's what he used in the first war, switching off to Mass Dragon in the second, but he's back in his element. He said that P.E.K.K.A. is his favorite troop, and so let's see him work his magic, Carbon.
He will see if he can get the P.E.K.K.A.s to go exactly where he wants, dropping a haste spell so these balloons can potentially go, let's see, to the air defense, or maybe he wanted to shoot the balloon straight to this multi-target Inferno. But he sets the funnel very nicely right there. Now the Queen is going to reach over the wall, grab this Wizard Tower. If it's in range, I believe it is. It is. The Queen,
low.
She's getting low.
Real low.
The ability. Oh, that was close, Woody.
Just barely alive, but those healers are pretty low themselves. It's going to be difficult for them to survive multi-target Infernos and air defenses blasting them down. Still, AK is charging into the center of the base now, using jump spells to get over these walls and rages to keep them dealing damage as fast as they can. This is a massive amount of DPS being dished out on him, and AK knows it. Uses that Grand Warden Eternal Tome to protect his troops, but that means that he's not going to have it for the Town Hall Giga Bomb. Those bowlers are walking right on top of it, and he loses a few of them to that blast.
Oh no, unfortunately he doesn't have that huge push through the core, but the Queen is still alive, doesn't have her Royal Cloak because he had to pop that Queen ability early. She was going down so fast to those Expos, but now he's got some of the healers still alive, P.E.K.K.A. and the King. The King still has his ability as well. No more spells at this point. It's going to come down to trying to add more percentage. Taking a look at the whole squad over at DK 2nd Brigade. They are all looking over and seeing if they can provide any feedback of where to drop any potential troops. But some air scallies popped up. And unfortunately, they moved around and did not go to get the same value he planned for. The Queen is still moving up. King should take that down. He does actually still have over a minute left, Woody.
Does CarbonFin. He's not out of it just yet. Still has a couple of healers to try to keep this Queen topped off. Those heroes are quite healthy. You see a lot of chatter from DK Second Brigade. They've still got their fingers crossed with a minute left. This cleanup might get the job done after all, CarbonFin.
Hang on here. These healers are going to try to wait. They're moving over to the King. Come on, go back to the Queen. She can make the huge difference. They got 45 seconds left. Oh my goodness, this P.E.K.K.A, can he take out this air defense? It's gonna come down 40 seconds. Can this King get through this one-layer wall? This is looking good. This is looking good, Woody. The King is gonna be all by himself. Can he do it? 30 seconds. Oh my goodness, it's gonna come down to this King. If this King can do it, he's beating on the right wall here. 25 seconds. Woody, this is gonna be close. This could be the difference of making it to the playoffs or not because they don't have percentage. Oh, this multi-target Inferno is so, I think it's full health.
The last legs of this attack are now AK, his Barbarian King versus the Inferno Tower. 7 seconds, stop away, charge, punch,
my God.
do anything you can. There it is, 3 stars and DK pulls ahead. The 2nd Brigade of the Danish Knights fights on.
That's exactly how you get triples over here. That is the World Championship. And with that attack, you know exactly why this team is here and why everyone goes crazy, because that's what we want to see here.
That is what he needed. I didn't know he was going to have enough to get through this one, and it was able to get it in the end. The King and the Queen ended up coming in and saving the day, and that P.E.K.K.A as well barely took out that air defense, which was on the other side of the wall.
An extremely spread out base, but high DPS concentrated there in the center. Beautiful heal spell placement and timing by AK gave him exactly what he needed. We saw a really close attack earlier on today, but I gotta say, that one, it was really threading the needle, had no time left, and now the pressure is all on ShenZhou. They were ahead on percentage, but that doesn't matter if you're losing by stars. DK Second Brigade in their 2nd attack this war have now pulled ahead of the competition.
Yeah, they've attacked the exact same amount of times now. They got the 1-star lead, but they don't have percentage like you mentioned, Woody. So if ShenZhou is able to get a 3-star, they will take back the lead. And so this attack is huge. There's only 3 more attacks for them to try to answer the call. But now the Queen, if she can take out this town hall, get a ton of value. It looks like there's some buildings up top that might distract her and pull her away from the town hall.
Pai is a 37-year-old co-leader of ShenZhou. He works for a construction company, and he says that he wants to prove that he's a great player through his actions here today. He enjoys travel and is a singer in his spare time, enjoys learning about music, so maybe he's got a maestro performance in the arena here today. He's already got the 1st star, taking down that town hall relatively unprotected along the outside of the base, but Lava Hound and 27 balloons is going to be the main order of the day in the attack. He's going to go in the bottom left corner. Watch out for that air sweeper. It's going to start firing away at these balloons and the Lava Hound. We got to try to take that out as well as the Eagle Artillery as soon as possible.
Yeah, the Queen walked up to the top side. Here comes the Grand Warden with the balloons. Gonna try to push their way through the core, but there is that Eagle Artillery there with that sweeper is pushing everything back. The Queen gets frozen. There's the raid, double skelly. The ground expos are gonna slowly make their
tornado
way.
trap.
Look at it. Can they take out the enemy Queen and the core and move their way through?
That is exactly what Hai did not want to see. The delay for those balloons getting dragged around could slow things down in a really detrimental way. Still, these balloons are looking quite healthy as he makes his way to the last side of the base. The Stone Slayer getting dropped left and right. Still quite healthy as it takes out the last remaining defenses. A multi-target Inferno burning up the balloons, but they've got the job done. Finishing off the last remaining defenses with over a minute left. ShenZhou for the equalizer will pull ahead in overall destruction percentage, and DK Second Brigade is really going to have to turn up the heat to pull back ahead.
Wow, what an answer with everything on the line. They come through and get it done with the air attack. Beautiful job. The pressure. I could not believe that he was able to answer from a 3-star on them to answer with a 3-star themselves. Puts them now in the lead for a potential playoff spot.
A virtuoso victory from Hai. Congratulations to ShenZhou for their third 3-star hit and to Hai for his first 3-star of the day. They're tied once again with DK Second Brigade on stars, but are leading on overall destruction. Take a look at the replay now, Carmen. What are we looking at?
We're looking at the balloons moving through a beautiful Grand Warden ability. I think he protected absolutely everything in the core. Those Skellies took out the enemy queen through that Grand Warden internal tome and was able to just completely overwhelm the base. Now, can DK Second Brigade answer the call, Woody?
It's up to Nebo. He got a very middling 2-star, 57% in his first attack, but turned it around for a massive 3-star hit in war number 2. It's a sort of hit or miss play from this guy. He really needs to get a hit and strong here against Saul, the MVP of ShenZhou.
Yeah, the MVP so far for them, getting the 2 3-stars. Can his base put up the defense? It's not, you don't think about the defenses too much because they take so long to design, but they put so much effort into building these bases. Then they are putting so much effort in planning. It's everything. But now he's coming in with a P.E.K.K.A. smash. 2 jump spells to try to move his way in, setting the funnels. Really nice, getting a beautiful bowler bounce onto that air defense with the bowlers. And then he can push his queen, the P.E.K.K.As, the bowlers, and that Grand Warden through this town hall and get to the enemy queen.
Jump spell from Nebo, trying to get that P.E.K.K.A. or maybe the queen to go into the center of the base. The Barbarian King pulls out the CC, and we see a Lava Hound and a bunch of archers firing away at the king. Pops his ability, but it's a little bit too late to take out all the archers. Still, this is a massive force now set up on the right side corner. P.E.K.K.As, bowlers, ice golems protecting this push. We're going to see 2 rage spells, a heal, and a jump to get into that second compartment later on. The town hall has gone down, though, and great timing on the Eternal Tome, protecting all the troops from that Gigabomb. They're starting to make their way toward the first Inferno Tower.
Yeah, drops that heal right in the core for the bowlers. The healers are actually coming through. But there's the jump to lead to the next layer. The multi-target Inferno is hitting them as they're coming through. This queen might be able to actually pull them through. Can this Stone Slammer take out this air defense? We have potentially balloons inside of here. There's a Seeking Air Mine, but there go the balloons. There's a haste spell. Can he push his way through? And he freezes it. Decides not to actually use the freeze on the top side. Queen does have her ability, but the Eagle Artillery is nowhere near going down.
It is really menacing from the center of the top compartment up there, firing away at this offense. It deals a ton of splash damage and is a major obstacle for Bo to have to get through if he wants those 3 stars, and you know he does. Still a few balloons to supplement this push, and it's all tense stares from the side of DK Second Brigade, hoping beyond hope that there's some way they can get these balloons to path into the center and take out that Eagle Artillery before it decimates his raid.
Yeah, if that Eagle Artillery can go down, that'll be huge value, but we still have a Air Expo and that multi-target Inferno, but we still have that Queen ability. There goes the Eagle. We have 2 more balloons, 40 seconds left. Hang on here. If these healers can keep these heroes alive, that can be a ton of value, but I don't know.
A lot of walls to have to break through, though.
We can reach over the wall here and grab this cannon. 29 seconds. Where's he going to drop the balloons? On this Tesla has to force to pop that Royal Cloak. Oh no, this is going to be so close. Woody, it looks like she's going to get stuck on this wall, and the healers go down.
Wow, super close, but getting burnt up by an Inferno while she's firing away at the wall. Lost her healers a bit too early there. Nebo with a 96% 2-star.
Both teams absolutely on fire right now on their last match. Not just the last on the stage, but last for today. And all of this decides if they will be with us tomorrow or if we have to send them back home.
Yeah, we're jumping into the replay to show where the bowlers went, dropping the heal spell into the core there. Maybe it would have been try to drop it a little deeper to where the multi-target Inferno is then kind of hitting you, but he wasn't able to push his way through. Now, can Paul come in and answer the 3-star that his clanmate was able to put in to help get them even one step closer and get away from DK Second Brigade?
Paul Long is a 37-year-old electrician from Malaysia. He said that he loves playing Lava Loon, and that's what he's brought to this raid here today. He enjoys traveling, but if he wins a big prize, he says he wants to take his family out for a nice dinner to celebrate. The ShenZhou player knows that his team is ahead, but not in a comfortable position at all. They may hold the high ground, but just 1 star from DK 2nd Brigade could knock them out of the competition. They have really got to keep their game up if they want to stay in contention for the playoffs.
Yeah, you have to try to get the 3-star here to, even though they've got the lead, it's going to be huge value. Has the clone spell with 2 E-Drags. Get ready for them to send it right into this queen. If he can clear this whole core, there is no air sweeper pushing his way back. This can be a ton of value. Here comes the 2 E-Drags. Pulls a sinking air mine. That's going to hurt quite a bit. He still has the clone. Get ready for the rage. He's going to go through. Can he get this Eagle Artillery?
That's the big question. It deals a ton of damage, and he gets 1 lightning strike onto it, chain lightning from the E-Drags, and they're going to make their way toward the center. That's going to be a dead Eagle Artillery. Nice early start here for Paul Long, but he's made a big investment to take it out. That clone spell and Electro Dragons are going to be a huge investment that he needs to justify on the back end now. Following it up with a Lava Hound and balloons to support. They're really spread out, and they haven't got any spell support. Now just 1 haste spell. Still has a Town Hall on the back end, and doesn't just barely have that 1st star, CarbonFin.
That Expo went down to the E-Drag Death Lightning, which was huge, so they don't have the path to it. Now he can have all the balloons go straight to this Town Hall. Actually, look at this. He can actually have the Lava Hound maybe stay alive a little bit. That Tornado Trap actually helped.
All right.
Look at this, moving through 1 more rage spell. Can he get these balloons to go through? This is looking pretty solid.
That Lava Hound is real healthy still, CarbonFin.
He's moving. Oh, it's actually might just pop right about.
To pop. Here it goes. But it draws an air bomb first. That's going to be good news. Most of these balloons are clumped up. Multi-target Inferno is the key defense that he needs to finish off. That could be doom for these balloons, but they're raged up. They're going straight toward it. I think they've got it, Carbon.
I think so. You're right, Woody. The balloons are moving straight to this Wizard Tower now, and the Grand Warden is going to be able to help. They're cheering. They're looking on. They're like, yes, this is definitely a 3-star with 45 seconds left in the raid to answer the call, and they go back-to-back with 3 stars themselves to separate themselves from DK 2nd Brigade. What a clutch attack from ShenZhou.
Wow, with their backs up against the wall, behind in stars to DK 2nd Brigade. They have done back-to-back 3 stars. Saw had been the only player to get 3 stars from their team, but Hai and Paul had something to say about that. With 2 3-star strikes so far in this war and another round left in the chamber, ShenZhou is looking real good to advance to the playoffs.
The E-Dragons were able to chain their way through here with the rage, and then that clones up another E-Dragon. And look at this, it took out the Eagle Artillery, and then the death damage we'll see took out that Expo that is firing, but these sweepers also went down, so he didn't get pushed back with the Lalo. Absolutely beautiful attack to move his way through and get that 3-star.
Take a look now at Yohala. DK 2nd Brigade needs 2 3-star hits back-to-back in order to stay competitive in this match. That means Yohala needs the 3-star here and now. It's do or die for the DK 2nd Brigade. They've brought 5 healers for the Queen charge and 4 P.E.K.K.A.s supported by 8 bowlers in this P.E.K.K.A. smash strategy. 1 jump spell, but that's a lot of tiny compartments along the middle and top right side of that base, CarbonFin.
Yeah, it's coming in with a small little bit. It looks like a P.E.K.K.A. smash as well, but has the 5 Hog Riders in this composition. The Baby Dragon is helping set the funnel on the top side. Here goes the Queen, gonna walk her down, drops a Coco Loon on the left. The task for those Seeking Air Mines, very nice call there. Now should move to this Wizard Tower. It's gonna go down pretty quickly. We might see some Teslas next to this wall, unless this design is trying to prevent him from charging into here. And we have, I believe, the 1 ground expo. Yes, just 1 ground expo in the core next to that Clan Castle.
Taking out the enemy Archer, Barbarian King using his Archer Queen. Yohala is gonna continue to path along the bottom side of this base, doing some nice funneling, but he's running low on time now. 50 seconds in, and he's just deployed his Archer Queen to get the funneling done. Now drops a P.E.K.K.A. along the bottom right side. That'll support the funnel here. Now, as we've seen before, this P.E.K.K.A. smash strategy can deal a ton of damage in a very short amount of time, but you do need to keep track of that battle timer with just 1:50 left now, Carbon.
Yeah, a lot of the raids come down to time. You don't want to run into those potential time fails. Now it looks like the bowlers, the King of the P.E.K.K.A. want to go through that wall and not move their way over to the open compartment of the Town Hall. Now the Queen is working on the Town Hall slowly. Can she take it down? Gonna have to pop either the Warden Eternal Tome or the Queen ability.
Okay.
Pop the Warden. Okay, it's not looking too bad. The Hound's gonna pop inside the poison. If he can get through this core, there's a lot that he can reach.
A few bowlers kind of straggling on to the outside of the base. They're going to start to rejoin the raid, but they've pulled the healers out. Not good news for Yohala, who really needs as much support as he can for the main thrust of the attack into the center of the base. Archer Queen targets onto the backside Tesla and starts firing away at it, but they need to take down that multi-target Inferno as soon as possible, and she's stuck on a wall. Yohala sends in the balloons along the right side, finishes off one of the other multi-target Infernos, but I don't see any P.E.K.K.A.s left in this raid, Carbon.
No, the last P.E.K.K.A. went down. That was next to the King. Queen still has ability. Her Royal Cloak Air Skellies are going to take these balloons down super quickly. Oh, if he only had the P.E.K.K.A.s on the top side here, he would have been able to move his way through, but the Queen's going to go down. And it looks like he's going to finish just in the mid-80s, might reach a 90%. Oh, those P.E.K.K.A.s, those healers, though, look at that. They got stuck on the bottom side and couldn't keep up the core units, which was devastating in this raid. If he had those healers in the middle, who knows what this could have resulted in, but very nice try right here from this attack.
We'll watch the last few swings from this Barbarian King as we see the fourth round of this match between DK 2nd Brigade and ShenZhou come to an end. ShenZhou in a dominating position right now.
Yeah, finishing it up at a 90% 2-star in that raid.
Not bad at all. Normally 90% is considered a great attack, but it seems like this match is slowly slipping out of the hands for DK 2nd Brigade, as you can see even on the group standings.
AD Air Force with 23 stars from their first two wars are poised to get at least 33. That means it's going to be real tough for DK 2nd Brigade to pull back ahead. They're going to have to cross their fingers and hope for a defensive win in ShenZhou's next attack. They really need to see a 1-star from one of these other top two clans. Otherwise, it's going to be ShenZhou and AD Air Force moving on to the playoffs.
Yeah, ShenZhou was able to get the 2 triples here so far. Beautiful job now coming in with their final attack from Todd. Can he get this one? I'm going to be interested to see what he's going to come in with. His first 2 attacks were about 70 and an 80. So he's going to try to go slowly, move his way up, this time with a Sui mass Hog Riders, 42 Hogs. Let's see, drops the test wall breaker, it gets sprung off the map. Usually you don't see a spring trap on the edge. Now he's going to try to send the healer, or actually the Queen and the King right for this Town Hall.
Wow. Well, Tad is a co-leader of ShenZhou. He is a 29-year-old member from Taipei. He says that he's here to prove that he's a great player and wants to be #1. He's got the chance now to put the final nail in the coffin for ShenZhou, and he's really angling to try to get them into the #1 spot for those playoffs. Remember, seeding is very important here. INTZ in the #1 spot from Group A would be a fearsome foe to go up against, and it would be possibly slightly preferable for them if they are #1 in their group to instead go up against the #2 from Group A.
Yeah, going up against the #1 is always difficult because they deserve to be that #1 spot. They got their most 3 stars out of their group, and they're trying to do that as well to be #1 in Group B. Now coming in with the Hogs from the top side, and they're moving in with the heal and the Grand Warden. Can he move his way through with one more Skelly to use over the Queen? Get ready for the Rage spell. Can he do it? And the Grand Warden ability. There's the Rage. There's the Skelly. Let's see this Grand Warden Eternal Tome perfectly used. He's got Hogs on the top side. They're moving through. Can this be another 3-star, Woody?
Choo-choo! The pain train is chugging through Yohala's base. So many Hog Riders spread out here, but how can he deal with those Clan Castle troops? The Lava Hound and Baby Dragon are spitting hot fire against these Hogs, but they have still made their way across the whole base. Tesla Farm along the top right side is giving some of these Hog Riders a bit of trouble. Giant Bomb goes off, but still the bulk of this raid is alive and well, counterfeiting that enemy Lava Hound on defense. It's just spitting here and there, but can't deal a whole lot of damage. Those skeletons are going to be hammered down as soon as these Hog Riders can finish off the last remaining defensive structure. Tad sends in a Baby Dragon and some archers along the edges for cleanup, and it looks like ShenZhou's done it. Another 3-star on the books.
They're looking not only to just make the playoffs, but they're looking to get the #1 seed from Group B to be able to get the best chance to go to the finals, which is the best of 3 match. And the Hogs are going to be able to get through this with a baby dragon. Archer's up top, plenty of time for cleanup. And he's going to move his way to help them get their 3rd 3-star of this war. An absolutely beautiful performance from them when they need it the most.
Wow, ShenZhou with 2 11-star wars, and then in their 3rd and final one, really driving the hammer home. Tad, the 3rd 3-star strike for ShenZhou, earning their 13th star in this war.
What a way to separate themselves from the competition. Taking a look with the Hogs and how beautifully he was able to use this Grand Warden Eternal Tome over the whole core of this base. And the Skellies got that enemy queen, and luckily there was just a Lava Hound in the defending clan castle, so it really didn't do much. The poison spell took out the enemy baby dragon.
A 96.4% average destruction from ShenZhou, all but guarantees their advancement to the playoffs. DK 2nd Brigade needs a strike hard right here. A 3-star, and the hope and pray that AD Air Force will falter against Papys Warriors in the next war. Let's see how Dom does. We've seen 3-star hits from him before in the previous war. He attacked with Hog Riders against Naya from Papys Warriors, and Dom has brought the Hog Riders once again. It would be a real tough call if he gets that 12th star in this war to say whether they're still in it.
Yeah, that's going to be very difficult to determine. We'll have to find out from the last war after this, so don't go anywhere because we've got a lot more action coming very soon. But he's going to try to get the final triple for DK 2nd Brigade with this Queen Charge Hog Rider attack, setting the final on the top and left side. And then you can send this Queen potentially to go for this Town Hall. Pull some archers out of the clan castle. He's going to set this Queen up. Move straight into this enemy king, but there's a wall wrecker to push her directly into the space.
DK 2nd Brigade cannot catch up to ShenZhou in this war now, but they still do have a chance against AD Air Force. Remember, before this war began, AD Air Force was beating DK 2nd Brigade by just 1 star. DK did get a 3-star hit in this war, so if they get a second 3-star hit, they'll be able to pull up with 34 total stars. That's almost always been enough to qualify for the playoffs, and it would really put AD Air Force's feet to the fire to do a great job taking down Papys Warriors bases. Dom still knows that his team has a chance, and he's got to take it here and now.
Oh no, he lost a lot of the healers there, Woody, which now forced him to pop that Queen ability. And the Queen goes down right there and not going to survive. But he at least has 2 more skeleton spells to take out the enemy Queen. He's got the Hogs moving through. That Queen not staying up is huge. Only 1 healer now goes down to that air defense. Get ready for the Grand Warden Eternal Tome. It's going to be used over the enemy Queen. Get ready for the... He doesn't actually have a rage. There's a giant bomb. There's a poison. There's a freeze. Double Skelly. Can he take out the Queen in this core?
It's the big question. These Hog Riders are spreading out probably a bit more than Dom would like. Taking a big giant bomb hit, but thankfully he has 1 last heal spell to try to top them back off again. Hog Riders hammered away at the Eagle Artillery, but that enemy Queen has not gone down. The skeleton spell dropped in the compartment just next to her were not enough to finish her off, and the Eagle Artillery also stands. Dom has earned the 2nd star for the DK 2nd Brigade, and it looks like they'll go home with just 11 total in this raid, tying things up against AD Air Force. They now have 33 stars total, and gotta hope and pray that this overall destruction percentage will hold up against a very tough team.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to a % destruction overall in the next war, so we're gonna keep our eye on that, and there we go.
Both teams were fighting for their lives, but ShenZhou comes out victorious here in round 3 against DK 2nd Brigade. Are the Chinese now on the way to the playoffs? It seems like they're absolutely unstoppable, so we're just waiting for the 2nd slot to be filled.
You saw that #1 sign held up by Saw. He knows that he has put his team in a great spot now to advance. 13 stars, one of the best wars we've seen so far this weekend. I think it's actually the best war that we've seen on screen or even behind the scenes. So well done to ShenZhou. Congratulations to Saw, their MVP. We'll take one more look at the replay from Dom's last attack, where those Hog Riders made a heroic hurdle into the base, but couldn't quite overcome giant bombs, Eagle artilleries, and Archer Queens firing away at him.
Yeah, his queen unfortunately went down super fast, and the healers got picked off by that Town Hall. So he tried so hard to get it, but unfortunately fell short. But it was so impressive to see them come in and put up 3 triples and push themselves to the playoffs.
ShenZhou sitting high and mighty now, but there's still a chance, depending upon the next match between AD Air Force and Papys Warriors, to give DK 2nd Brigade an opportunity to move on. But first, why don't we get an interview with the leader of ShenZhou?
Thanks, Woody. I'm so happy after that thrilled match that I got at least a second of relaxing here on the couch before diving into the next interview. It's with Hai, obviously from ShenZhou, coming off a win there. And I really have to say, 98%, 84, and then only 100. It seems like you guys really want to make sure that this is your group and your name is on the top.
首先99%，然后98%，然后有100%，100%，然后可以看到你们就是必须胜这一场是吗？
我们的实力很强，我们应该是没有什么问题的话，应该能拿到德国的门票。我们锻炼很勤奋的，虽然第一次来有些紧张，但是我相信我们在之后的比赛会越做越好。
We are very strong. And we are practicing very hard to show our potential, and we think that we won't have any troubles to win the golden ticket to Hamburg.
All right, thanks, Hai, for taking that time, and absolutely sure we see you tomorrow in Playoffs Sunday. Get ready for that, thanks. And I'm heading over to our expert, Judo Sloth. That was just crazy, like 3 triples.
End-to-end stuff. I almost forgot to come down for the analysis. I was that glued to my screen. I'm sure you guys were as well. But we have seen the Electron entry previously in the stream, so I wanted to break it down for you. The main thing he is trying to get here is pathing for the Lava Loon. He's going to take out an entire section of the base, and the Electron method is basically sending your Electro Dragons and the balloons inside a siege machine, whether that be the Slammer or the Battle Blimp, towards this area. Beautiful job with the hero dive, taking out many of the defenses so that he can directly target the multi-Inferno Tower. Because of that, opts to go with the Slammer, and once it gets into the center of the base, you're wanting to clone and rage this entire area. You don't just want to take down pathing, you also need to take down some objectives. The enemy queen, the Eagle artillery, and the clan castle troops all should be on that list. So think again about the pathing. If you're sending in the Electron initially, you've got to take out this pathing for the Lava Loon. Starts it at the top of the base, doesn't really matter because the sweepers go down as well. And to focus the balloons onto the Town Hall, also very successfully reinforces from the other side as well. That will clump them right over the top of the Town Hall. Exactly what you need to do, and the Grand Warden's ability has to be used on that area, otherwise the balloons will go down. So very successfully does that here, and because the entry and the kill squad got so much value, he's able to just take out the rest of it in style. ShenZhou have done all they can do, but we've got one more matchup. I am really looking forward to some more 3-star attacks, René, so let's dive straight into it.
Yeah, Judo, you should look forward to that one because it will be another big one. We'll see AD Air Force coming on stage once again. And before this match, they were actually the leaders of Group B, and then ShenZhou was like, hey, wait for us, we're still here.
Yeah, AD Air Force now has to step up, and if they want to get to the #1 seed, they're going to have to get some triples of their own. We'll have to see if they can do it.
ShenZhou with the most impressive hit rate. You can see the standings on the leaderboard right now with 35 stars and over a 90% average destruction. They are sitting high and mighty. Air Force within striking distance, though. It's all down to this war. Papys Warriors would really need a massive comeback to be competitive at this point.
But we know comebacks are part of the Clash of Clans World Championship. We saw amazing stories unfolding here. But you might remember, I once said an AD Air Force video, I basically cued it, so welcome to the longest intro of my life for a single video. Here's AD Air Force.
I'm Chokpari. I'm a leader of IT Air Force. Here is Haichan. Here is Para. And here is Jax.
This is the first time we're meeting together. We've played with each other in different clans for almost a year. We thought this is our chance, the best chance and last chance to get together and kind of qualify. So that's why we're here this time. Even though this is our first time, I feel like we belong here and we're not nervous. We're ready to be out there and perform. There are certain teams like iTzu who are really good, but I feel like we're competing against ourselves. I feel we're the strongest team, and we feel like we will qualify this time. We want to thank all our fans and invite all our fans to come join us, especially one guy in particular, Tinji, to come watch our stream and watch us qualify on Sunday and get that golden ticket.
Pure confidence in that video, but can they deliver and really win their own group?
Taking a look at 80 Air Force, we have Hydron, Troc Paris, Partigiano, Zach, and Para.
The Papys Warriors lineup is Benji, Polar Bear, Archibald, Naya, and Kathy.
Papys Warriors all obviously now with the backs on the wall, basically waiting there, trying to figure out what can we do to get back into this one. And I hope they find a solution, otherwise 80 Air Force will be on the hunt for position #1 on Group B. Here it is, our last match of today. 80 Air Force facing the Papys Warriors.
This is going to come down to see if 80 Air Force has what it takes to push themselves to the #1 overall seed from Group B. But Papys Warriors have to come out with an amazing performance to give them a chance to go to the playoffs.
That's right. They would need 13 stars in this war just to tie it up with DK 2nd Brigade. 80 Air Force already sitting at 23, needs to get at least 10 stars, preferably 11 to make sure that they can surpass DK and not have to go to a tiebreaker. If they want to beat ShenZhou, they need at least 12 stars to tie things up. 13 would put them ahead in first.
Now, it looks like Benji might be coming in with the next attack. He's done mass E-drags in his previous 2 hits. And he's coming in with a little bit of a mix here. He's got some Witches, Boulders, and E-dragons to help set this funnel. And he might charge his way straight into this Town Hall. The E-dragons are down, pushing their way through, setting a very nice funnel here. But the Wizard goes down super quick. The Town Hall is already activated from Chain Lightning of that E-drag. Here comes the Wall Wrecker from 6 o'clock. Gonna try to push his way through, but that Town Hall is just devastating any troops that are down there.
That's right, Carbon. Well, we did get a really nice funnel to start things off here, and we have a ton of bowlers to back up the heroes, making their charge into the bottom corner of the space. 2 jump spells should be good to get them deep within the backside of these compartments. We haven't seen that Archer Queen buried so deep in a long time, but I think Benji does have a nice shot at being able to make his way up there. Remember, he is a 29-year-old co-leader from Papys Warriors, working as a commercial cipher in an electricity company. He enjoys playing rugby, and he has got a hard and heavy hit against this base right now, going in all on the ground, but all he's got left is that Archer Queen Royal Cloak ability. Is 3 stars possible here, CarbonFin?
Woody, I highly doubt it, because it's just the Queen that's left with 3 multi-target Infernos. Just going to be raining fire on his troops. Queen still has her Royal Cloak, so the Queen can grab some more percentage here and take this jump. But there is nothing on the outside. Everything just got picked off in the core, and he could keep it alive there.
Well, we've got a little bit more stragglers in the backside to try to get some additional cleanup here. Papys Warriors needs at least 3 stars in this war to contest a spot in the playoffs, but it looks like the first attack is not going to be able to deliver it for them. A 2-star, 74% is just about as good as you could ask from a P.E.K.K.A. Smash strat from the bottom of the base that was missing out a little bit from the early strike, that first stage of the attack, leaving Benji a bit too short to make it to the back end, where 2 multi-target Inferno Towers still stand menacingly in the background.
Yeah, the multi-target and the cannon will pick this bowler off really quickly the moment he gets through this wall. Maybe he's looking for just a final bowler skip. I don't know if his air defense is full health. He might be able to just get it down and put him to 75%. He wanted to try to get a lot more value through the core, through the push, but unfortunately, a lot of the troops went down super quick and he couldn't keep them alive. It was a really nice try here, set the nice funnel, but we're taking a look on the screen. ESL1 in Hamburg, that is what everyone here is fighting for. Benji coming up close with the 2 stars, at least gets that, and he wants to try to push Papys Warriors to out in Hamburg in Germany for the World Finals.
Take a quick look at the replay now. Right after that town hall went down, the rest of the troops jump into the center compartment of base. Clan Castle comes out, and that balloon can deal out a ton of damage. Really important to get that Archer Queen locked onto it as soon as possible. You see the poison spell getting some damage against it as well. We're going to move over to the other side of the map, though, now, where Partigiano, member of AD Air Force, is going to come in for some return fire. They have got the shot of their lives to make it to the playoffs here. They have qualified for the Clash of Clans World Championship event here in Katowice several times, but haven't been able to attend. Now is finally their chance to prove their might. And with 23 stars already, they've got a nice shot at making it in.
Oh, looks like coming with a drag bat, drops an initial rage with the bats to clear this whole corner section by the town hall, because there's no splash other than that one wizard tower, and they're all ground expos. And then he can come in with dragons to fly through here. I'd be curious to see if he can get all the value. I don't know if he got all the value that he wanted with that bat. He might have wanted to try to get a little bit more, but he still has the dragons that can fly for this town hall, and those expos literally will do nothing to this attack because they're all ground targeting. And the balloons are dropped at 6 o'clock. Here comes Dragons. Looks like he just wants to fly through here and potentially save the slammer for the town hall.
Partigiano with a big aerial raid, still holding on to a raid spell, drops it now to support these dragons and balloons. They're coursing into the center of the base and starting to spread out a little bit here, finally pull the rest of that clan castle out, and it's a big wave of skeletons coming from that witch. She gets burnt to smithereens though, and we see that Eternal Tome ability, but only able to grab a few of those dragons that were pathing more toward that town hall. Stone Slammer moves in. It does soak a big Seeking Air Mine, but it makes it all the way to the town hall, and that'll be the 2nd star claimed by Partigiano from AD Air Force.
Taking the town hall down. Can he get the final shot here right above? The town hall does go down, but the dragons take a huge hit. Can this multi-target Inferno go down? The Expo is going to lock onto the Queen since it has a larger radius than the Air Expo. The balloons come out, moving through this Wizard Tower. But there's a back end air defense that's going to pick off these balloons and that multi. It was a really nice try. He wanted a lot more value from the bats, but at least it's going to be a high percentage. They're still looking to try to get a 3-star to help push them and give them the advantage to at least get into the playoffs tomorrow.
That's right, CarbonFin. Now, AD Air Force does have a star parity right now with DK 2nd Brigade. If AD Air Force gets 10 stars here, they'll be tied with DK and will need to beat them on overall percentage. They are leading on percentage right now by approximately 2 to 3%. So in order to defeat DK 2nd Brigade, they will need to get at least 77.4% average in this war with a 96% strike. Partigiano has started things off very strong for AD Air Force.
Definitely, he was coming off Greek attack back here with AD Air Force and did definitely not disappoint in his first attack against the Papys Warriors.
Yeah, the first attack with a drag bat attack strategy was able to come through here, but he fell short and the Dragons weren't able to take out the backside air defense. The bat still cleared a nice chunk of the base in the beginning, but unfortunately wasn't able to do it. And now we are going to be taking a look at Archibald of Papys Warriors. He came in with 2 attacks, both 2 stars with the Kill Squad Hogs.
Those air defenses are a menacing threat for any aerial attack, be it Lava Hound, Electro Dragon, or regular dragons. That's one of the big reasons why a lot of players prefer using that super reliable P.E.K.K.A. Smash army. We're seeing something of a hybrid between P.E.K.K.A. Smash and Hog Riders here. It's a primarily Hog Rider army, but still with the P.E.K.K.A. to provide a little bit of funneling there and 8 bowlers to back those Hog Riders up. We've got 3 heal spells here. Really useful with Hog Riders because they take a ton of damage from splash structures and need to be topped off. They do target directly onto those defensive buildings though, so as long as Archibald can finish off that Archer Queen and the CC troops, he's got a solid shot at 3 stars.
Yeah, he's a really good shot there with the Grand Warden. Get ready for the Grand Warden Eternal Tome. He pops it, but don't know, there wasn't really anything that was over the Town Hall. So really he just popped it here to try to save them, but he could have saved that Grand Warden ability. The Queen is getting frozen from his Ice Golem. Now Pekka should work her way onto the Queen with one shot. Down the Queen goes. Here comes the Hog Riders on the top side, drops that first heal. He's not waiting at all. He's pushing his way through. With Hogs moving to the core, there's that middle Eagle artillery that's firing down on these troops.
Yeah, super aggressive spell placement here from Archibald, but it's paying off right now. Those Hogs are still relatively healthy. They're getting a bit of a spread here, but Archer Queen getting some massive value, taking down that enemy Eagle artillery. We still have a multi-target Inferno on the backside, and that's going to be the primary problem for these Hog Riders. Can they hammer it down in time? Wizard Tower's distracted on the Barbarian King. Archibald looking out for blood. This might be the first 3-star hit from Papys Warriors. He's ready to celebrate, but does he have time? A minute 18 to clean up, and they're starting to pump their fists. High fives all around. Papys Warriors for the 3-star.
There it is, their first 3-star here today. Papys Warriors getting it done with a little bit of a kill squad hog attack. Tons of value with it. And there's that one builder hut left. And that's going to lock it up with plenty of time, just under a minute. There it is. Beautiful hit from
I would
Archibald.
not want to be a builder inside that hut with that many Hog Riders coming at him. Wonderful job there. 3 stars well earned by Papys Warriors. And if you were going to count them out of the competition, think again. They've got their shot right now. And just like we saw in the previous war from ShenZhou, if they can put 13 stars up, they are still in contention to win it all.
Absolutely. You just got to try to keep focused and focus on each attack one at a time. And this is what Para is going to be doing for AD Air Force, because they did not get a 3-star in their previous attack. This is their second hit here of the war. So can Para come in with a little bit of a Queen Walk? It might be an E-Dragon attack. I'm going to be curious to see with the Town Hall on the outside behind one layer of walls. But these wall breakers, unfortunately, they go down and can't open it because of that Archer Tower.
Yeah, he was looking to get that wall cracked open. Would be a lot easier to funnel some of those troops straight toward that Town Hall if he managed to get that done. He's going to use that Poison Bell to take out those DPS troops from the Clan Castle. Easy one spell to wipe out a big defensive advantage that Naya was relying on here. Para for AD Air Force. It's going to get frozen here, but quite sure what the free spell there was for. He's going to be able to power through, though. Rages up his healers to keep that Queen topped off, but it looks like she's going toward the left. Is that what he was hoping for, Carbon?
Well, the Queen is working on the left. He might be able to react on the fly here. And I'm going to have to drop yet another rage for this enemy King. I think the Queen should actually be able to work her way. The Queen should work her way to the Town Hall. And then if the Queen can walk the top side, let's see the King come around and the E-Drag's right in the between the heroes. That would be a beautiful funneling job, and the Z-Drags might be able to fly through the core here.
Expo and Tesla firing away at this Queen, but she's plenty healthy to survive it. Healers keeping her topped off, and even though that wall wasn't cracked open, Para still managed to get his Queen to go toward the right side of this base, finishing off a couple of high hit point structures. He's now going to move into the main stage of the attack. It's going to be Electro Dragons from the left corner, supported with Barbarian King and a little bit of Wizard action there. The fireball down those outside structures. Rage spell dropped on the Electro Dragons as they start to chain lightning through that base. The Eagle Artillery has been active and it's going to start to fire away. That's a key target to take out as soon as possible. Enemy Archer Queen starts to shoot away, and that's going to draw all the Electro Dragons near to the center of the base. CarbonFin, the Archer Queen, is still firing away along the right side corner, getting some massive value with the cleanup along the outer edge. Eternal Tome protects the Electro Dragons, but they've taken a ton of damage. I only see a couple left. Balloons from the top side of Stone Slammer are dropping bombs straight on top of that multi-target Inferno. A good result. It's 3 stars possible, CarbonFin.
What is a chance that we can get this Eagle Artillery, but it's still up raining fire. The Queen goes down, unfortunately. The healers can't keep the Queen alive, and he's running out very quickly. The E-Drag, he got chain value and moved over to the Eagle Artillery to chain through the Eagle and those Expos in the core, but was unable to do that. Para, really close try right here. That Queen went down. I don't know if the Queen either had her ability there. We were looking over at the E-Dragons, finishing up just into the 80s right here with this Wizard left. These healers are actually getting targeted by the Eagle Artillery, which helps because then the Wizard can pick off percent It's the only unit left. It should be able to grab this builder hut, and then it's going to get picked off by this archer tower as it steps up. Still a really good hit right here with 84% 2-star.
Seems like the triple on the other side of Papys Warriors was a wake-up call for AD Air Force here, but the Eagle denied the triple on their side.
Take a look at the replay now from Para. Electro Dragons deal a ton of damage to some key structures, but there was just enough anti-air on the backside to handle what they were getting thrown at them. Seeking Airmine blowing up that Stone Slammer is bad news for Para. He needs to get a ton of value from that Siege Machine if he was going to be able to wipe out the defenses on the top corner. It's Kathy's turn to attack once again. The Electro Dragon Fanatic is returning with more action. She says it's really important to not stress out when you're planning these attacks. You have to be really level-headed during such high-intensity moments. She says that she loves that Papys Warriors has such a respectful community. They work really hard together to give each other the best shot possible at getting those 3 stars, and that's what they're really going to need right here and now. Remember, Papys Warriors needs to get 13 stars from this war to tie it up with DK's 2nd Brigade and contend for that playoff position.
Woody, I spotted one thing at the beginning of this raid. She dropped a lightning spell, tried to drop it on the sweeper, but did not take it down. So now the sweeper is she's gonna have to drop freezes on it to keep it frozen. And oh man, that would have been a ton of value. She could have used freeze in the core here. Her queen's moving through the top side. E-Drag's gonna try to get some chain value. This would have been a beautiful spot for some freezes, even another rage, and not have that lightning because it was used in the very beginning. The E-Dragons are still moving on the outside, so that's not too bad. They're getting slowed down by these pups. The queen looks to be going down right now. Gonna try to move over to this multi-target Inferno, but pulling that enemy Lava Hound, oh, it's so dangerous, and then you get stalled up like that.
Kathy with a commanding presence has wiped out 2/3 of the buildings on this base, but looks not to be able to get the 3-star. Still, this is an improvement on her previous hit. She got a 2-star, 53% in the 2nd war, and with these Electro Dragons now zapping through the left side, has earned a 67%. Hoping for more as always, but still proud with what she was able to put up. Papys Warriors has got another attack on the books now.
Yeah, fall short with the mass E-Drag attack strategy. That's one of the attack strategies that Papys Warriors really likes to come in with. But you know, a lot of these bases are tested against this type of strategy that make it hard to try to get those 3 stars. And I mean, if you don't get that chain value with that E-Drag on the opposite side where the queen is, you have to get that Eagle down super quick.
Zach is up next. We heard from him in the interview before the match that he feels confident AD Air Force is going to ESL 1 Hamburg. That's where the Clash of Clans World Championship Finals will be held. We've already had 5 clans qualify, and through this month we'll have our 6th qualifier. If you want to join us there in late October, make sure to check the link in the description of this stream where you can buy your tickets to see that $1 million prize pool event with the best clans in the world competing using the biggest, heaviest armies and seeing those big bases destroyed all at once.
We are absolutely going to see the best clans go in, and I cannot wait. It's going to be the best clash you've ever seen in the world, all on one stage and one weekend. But now Zach is trying to get to that stage with this attack of the Sui Mass Hogs. Queen Burn's ability, the Town Hall's already activated. The Queen's gonna get stuck on the King and not gonna be able to get much after this. We're gonna see potentially Hogs come for this Town Hall. Or, yeah, okay, so Stone Slammer on the top side to try to take out this Wiz Tower. And then here comes the Hog Riders.
No, the Barbarians survived.
Oh no!
The Archer Queen couldn't take him out, and that could present a problem for these Hog Riders. If they path toward the top of the base, they could get a big iron fist in the face.
Look at this defending Clan Castle, which is just a Lava Hound, so 1 poison should take out the Archers, no problem, but he's not dropping it. He's focused down south here. He's moving around, drops a poison Skelly on the Queen. Doesn't have the Royal Cloak of the Grand Warden, so he can't protect these Skellies. He's moving around here. He's found the Tornado Drop. No, it's pulling him back against the wall. Can't move to the multi.
The humanity. These Hog Riders not able to keep on target. Tesla farm on the bottom corner now distracting them, pulling them to the exterior. They needed to take down that multi-target Inferno as soon as possible, and there's not much in the way of spells to continue supporting this raid. Zach holding on to a poison, didn't have to use it because he saw a Lava Hound in the clan castle. He might have been able to keep his queen alive a bit longer if he had dropped that poison on the Barbarian King, but you gotta save that poison in case there's witches or something in the clan castle that could present a bigger problem for your Hog Riders. Still, with 2 stars, AD Air Force has yet to get that big 3-star hit that they're looking for to pull ahead of DK 2nd Brigade. They're going to be losing a bit in terms of their overall damage average here, coming in right now at 68%, might pass that 70 mark if he gets a bit more cleanup along the outer edge. I think he's got maybe 1 mini at the very top. Where's the last? Oh, that was it.
Yeah, it seems like the favorite AD Air Force is struggling a bit. The Papys Warriors, they're holding on to it. They're not giving up yet. Could they even take this match?
It's going to be close, René, to see if they can take it. I mean, they're going to have to get another 3-star to help them. Even though you don't have to win the wars, you're just looking to get the most stars overall. So if they get a triple here, that's what they need to try to get closer to that #1 overall seed, Woody.
Take a look at the Group B standings. ShenZhou sitting high and mighty, still at that 90.3% average destruction in first place. DK 2nd Brigade in second place at 83.1% average destruction. It's now up to these last 2 remaining teams, AD Air Force and Papys Warriors, to try to put up enough stars to overcome that big hurdle. They need at least 33 stars now to get ahead of DK, and if they want that first place seeding, they'll have to beat the mighty ShenZhou sitting at 35 stars. That is really impressive, CarbonFin. I don't think that many clans have been able to pass that 35-star threshold in the past.
No, 35 is a very impressive feat, and Polar Bear of Papys Warriors is going to try to get another 3-star for them. They've already gotten 1 in this war today. Coming in with the P.E.K.K.A. Bobat, we're seeing this as a very common strategy leading up to here, but now he's going to have the Wall Wrecker going into this Town Hall, pushing his way through, opens the wall, dares to jump, set the funnel. Can he get the Grand Warden? He does. Can he jump through the core? There's the Rage. Now they're all walking to the outside, it looks like, but the Queen's going to get stuck on the Lava Hound.
You see a lot of these raids start off with a multi-stage attack using the Queen at the beginning to try to clear out the clan castle and enemy Queen, but that is not how Polar Bear wants to rock it. He sends all his forces in and drops as many spells as he can, but can't get them to pass toward that jump spell into the interior of the base. This is going to be all along the outside now. The nice little silver lining, though, is that he's going to be able to take out this Archer Queen without too much difficulty. Bats are going to annihilate that Inferno Tower and still get a lot of value along the outer edges here. Free spell goes down to try to protect the remaining troops from the defenses that are hammering away at them from the interior of the base, but with an Eagle Artillery pounding the hell out of these guys, I don't think that there's any foxholes for them to take cover in, CarbonFin.
Woody, unfortunately, everything ran to the bottom side and nothing went to the Eagle Artillery, which is what he wanted. He wanted them to jump straight to the Eagle and get that whole value out to the top side and continue up there, but at least he locked up the 2-star. But it's not going to be close to the 3. A nice try here. The Bats got taken out so quickly because that Eagle Artillery was just firing down on all his units.
Polar Bears are hardy in winter climates, but couldn't handle the heat from those Inferno Towers. A 2-star strike and a heavy-handed hit along the bottom and right side compartments, but with a multi-target Inferno and the Eagle still up, Polar Bear not able to get that jump spell where he was looking to get it. He's just trying to find a bit more cleanup along the outer edges. A pretty healthy P.E.K.K.A. though, being supported with a heal spell there to chop through those walls. He'll pass that 70% mark and continue swinging away.
Yeah, he's going to find the Tesla on the top side here, just at about 69. Going to try to get into the 70 range, has a few more shots from this P.E.K.K.A. before it's going to get taken down from the Expo and this Eagle Artillery. The healers are trying to keep it alive as much as possible. Just a few more shots to get into the mid 70% range. Down goes the healer, and it looks like this is all the P.E.K.K.A. is going to get, and get stuck up on the storage for a 75% 2-star with the P.E.K.K.A. Bobat attack strategy.
Time now for AD Air Force to do their best to get a 3-star hit. They've got 23 stars overall, and we haven't seen a 10-star war from them yet. But who is it going to be that can get the 3-star to happen? We'll take a quick look first at the replay where Polar Bear saw his troops divert away from that jump spell, him trying to get them toward that Eagle Artillery, but no dice this time, CarbonFin.
Yeah, unfortunately fell short, and now we're jumping back over to AD Air Force. We've got Tran coming in. Can he get the first 3-star of this war for AD Air Force? They're looking to do it. They need this to help get them to that #1 overall spot for Group B. And he's decided to come in with 40 Hog Riders and a Skeleton spell. Get ready. He's going to send the Mass Wave Hogs, and he's going to set the funnels, hopefully. He's going to try to get some value. 5 wall breakers. King on King. Get ready for the King ability. Don't miss it. There it is. And then he's going to send wall breakers in the middle of this chaos. He needs to charge his way through, and then he can send the Hogs for the rest of the base.
iTran got a 2-star 88% with Lava Loon in his first war and followed up with a 2-star 75% in his second war against ShenZhou. This would be his first 3-star of the day if he manages to get it off here, but there's only 2 attacks left from AD Air Force, and it's all coming down to this. They really want that spot in the playoffs, but they're going to have to work for it. AD Air Force fighting against DK 2nd Brigade, sitting high right now at that 2nd place spot in Group B. They've got some really tough bases from Poppy Warriors to have to tear down if they want in.
Gordon is following these Hogs. It's looking pretty good, Woody. There's the Rage there. Get ready for the Skeleton spell right over the Queen. There's a Poison. Oh my goodness, is this a Witch inside the core that's gonna, or the Skellies? I don't know.
Is that a Skelly trap?
It might be, because then it starts slowly distracting his Skellies. And then now hopefully he can take out this enemy Queen. It doesn't look like it. The Skellies are going down so quick. The Hogs are splitting. The single target Inferno is still up. Should go down right there.
Down, there it is.
Oh, this is going to be close, Woody.
It's awfully close, but he's got a ton of Hogs along the top side of the base and great heal spell placement to keep them protected. Applause from the side of the AD Air Force as they feel confident that this is going to be a 3-star hit, CarbonFin. The Hog Riders are taking a big giant bomb strike, and it's looking pretty close. I think he's got it, though. 1:15 left for cleanup, and not any more defensive structures left. He's got plenty of troops spread out all around the map. Tran has done it! His first 3-star of the war, and AD Air Force, with their 3-star hit, are looking primed for playoffs.
What a beautiful attack right here, coming in to get it done when they needed it, to help push them and give them the shot that they needed to compete for the #1 spot in Group B.
That's how you come back strong and how you show the potential you have to get through those playoffs. They said they will be in Hamburg. They promised it to us, basically. And now it seems they have their group under control.
iTran, a banker from Hanoi, has taken those stars all the way to the bank. Cash the check. You are going to the playoffs if you can just get another 2-star hit next. But I'm not sure if they would be satisfied with just that. They've got 32 stars now total. If they get another 3-star hit and keep that percentage high, they might even be in contention for the first seed if they can overcome ShenZhou's destruction percentage.
Yeah, it's going to come really close down, so they're going to look to try to get that final triple as well. But before we see that last attack from AD Air Force, we're going to be taking a look at Naya off Papys Warriors. She's going to come in with 6 E-Dragons and the clone. They love their E-Dragons over here, and they're going to try to get this first 3-star with them, because they have a 3-star overall in this war today here. But can the E-Dragons get it as well here, Woody?
That's the question on all our minds. Some nice funneling along the left corner here from Naya. The Electro Dragon going to take out a few of those structures, but not getting much chain lightning value, unfortunately. Those buildings are pretty well spread out. They need to have just 1 tile separating them if they're going to be able to chain onto additional targets. Still, Naya starting off slow and steady. That's how you win the race, isn't it, CarbonFin?
Absolutely. Gonna be patient here, setting the funnel, making sure that the heroes, the king, and this E-Drag gets the value that she needed. Here comes the Queen at the top side of your screen, gonna be able to take out this air defense. And then you're gonna send the E-Dragons and the Stone Slammer to go straight for this Town Hall. There is a sweeper that is just kind of covering it near the right side there by the Grand Warden altar. And the Queen's going to be able to reach over the wall here. Get ready for this Grand Warden, and she's going to charge everything through and try to overwhelm this base in this attack.
Naya sends in the Electro Dragons in the top left corner, drops an early rage spell, and as they start to hover over that Town Hall, they'll start to encounter the enemy CC troops, firing away from a dragon. It's a lot of splash damage, but he protects all of them using that Eternal Tome ability. Naya, the monster hunter in the top left, still has plenty of balloons left for the rest of this raid. Dropping rage and freeze left and right, freezing enemy defenses, but there's still a mighty Archer Queen on defense. She needs to take that out as soon as possible if she's going to have a shot. Electro Dragons do target onto her and zap her down.
The E-Dragons are working on the air skellies right now, getting slowed down. Some more air skellies on the top side come through, but it looks like there's 2 air defenses on the bottom side there. If she can get the chain value to take them down, let's see, there's some chain right there. Oh no, but that air defense over on the left is going to stay up and pick off the E-Dragons. And at this point, she's looking to try to get as much percentage as possible. The Archer goes down right there under the E-Dragon, and they're finally going to finish off at a 77 of... If this E-Dragon can get one more shot, even the Death Lightning, yes, it does, to push it to a 78% 2-star. So that's going to wrap it up for Papys Warriors.
Electro Dragons are a very reliable army composition, similar to P.E.K.K.A Smash, but they don't have as many 3-stars on the board at the Clash of Clans World Championship qualifiers. Naya's last hit gets a 2-star 78%. We'll check out the replay here and now. As her Archer Queen pops through a few layers of defenses but goes down to a cannon, she starts to run out of steam as she makes it her way into plenty of air defensive setup on the enemy base. AD Air Force has got one more shot to try to tie it up with ShenZhou. They need a 3-star here and now from Papys, and he might just be the guy to do it. He got a 3-star in his previous attack, and he just might be able to get his 3rd 3-star here today. He's tied right now with Saw. They both have 6-packs, but Papys could be the MVP of the day overall if he's able to surpass what Saw put up in their previous war.
Papys came in with 2 Queen Charge Hog attacks, 4 3-stars, and he's going to try to get this one right here. If he can 3-star this, it will be a tie overall on the stars between AD Air Force and ShenZhou. But now, the Queen's going to reach over the wall and grab this air defense, and the enemy king. We're going to see the rage spell and help the Queen get through here. There it is. Now everything comes down the line. Can Papys go perfect and get 9 stars in 3 attacks? I can't wait to see.
We're going to see soon, but there's only one thing better than watching these players online, and that's watching them live at the ESL 1 Grand Finals in Hamburg. Late October. You can get your tickets for that $1 million prize pool event by checking out the link in the description of the stream. Remember, we're going to have the best clashers from around the world competing. Teams from the past 5 months that have qualified, as well as the one who will qualify from this weekend, and 2 more wildcard teams. Be sure to stay tuned to Clash of Clans social media if you want a chance to vote on that wild card. But let's get back to the attack here and now. Papys needs at least 84% if he wants to be the overall MVP for today. Can he pass that magic number?
He has a good shot, starting the Hogs down south, moving through the bottom section with the Grand Warden. What means is that he's going to save the Stone Slammer for the Town Hall, pops the Grand Warden Eternal Tome early through the Eagle Shots and through that giant bomb. Has actually 1 more heal, drops it in the core. Let's see, can he do it? We got 1 balloon over on the, actually a couple balloons over on the Archer Tower. There goes the Stone Slammer for the Town Hall. He's looking pretty good here. Has 1 more free spell. If he can take this Town Hall down, Woody, this is going to give him a really good shot at getting that #1 spot.
Got a solid chance. CarbonFin, the Stone Slammer, is spinning around in a tornado, but it deals so much damage you can't stop the rock. Drops those bombs, and the Town Hall is going to be no more very shortly. It'll also have a few additional CC troops coming out from it. He freezes the Town Hall just to make sure that the CC troops inside are protected from that Giga Bomb. If he can make it to 84%, he'll tie it up with Saw and be the MVP for all day today. He's got some additional cleanup along the outside edge, but it looks like 3 stars is not going to happen. Saw will remain the MVP, but Papys advance.
Definitely they do. AD Air Force takes the win here, live on the stage, proving that they have what it takes to go through to the playoffs. With that, we will see them tomorrow again, and it will be the clash of the absolute titans on Playoff Sunday.
Cannot wait to see these clans competing on Sunday, and don't miss that because they're going to be competing for the final spot and getting that golden ticket for the final spot in ESL 1 in Hamburg, Germany.
That's right, AD Air Force shaking hands with a well-fought opponent. Papys Warriors will be sent packing, but they did a great job here against a massive opponent, putting up an 11-star war. AD Air Force, with the 11 stars of their own, have won this war and are in second place in the Group B overall. That means that they'll be facing off against iNTZ in the playoffs tomorrow, while your champions from Group B today are going to be facing off against Nova.
Oh, that's going to be exciting. I cannot wait for that action tomorrow because tomorrow it's a best of 1, and then if they win that, it goes to the finals for a best of 3.
Let's head over to the couch where we've got an interview with the winning team.
Thanks, Woody. Yeah, I'm back with Zach from AD Air Force. You have been here before already, which means you actually won the previous match as well. You guys came second. You promised me first in that video.
Yeah, we came a little bit short of what we wanted, but I think our overall goal was to get to tomorrow, so I think we did that. We're happy with that right now.
Oh yeah, you're definitely in. I mean, there's nothing to discuss that anymore because you guys will be in the playoffs. You are facing seed number 1 from Group A. That is iNTZ. Any thoughts on that already?
There will be a tough team for sure, but you know, it's we just have to beat them one time, and you know, so we're not that worried about it.
You have to.
Can happen. So
that is true. I mean, if you got iNTZ out of the way, then we'll be a best of 3. Anything you can tell us already about the tactics? Did you learn something today that you will change for tomorrow?
No, I can't reveal all our tactics yet, but if you don't mind right now, I just want to thank all my clan members, all my guys from Just Ordinary Row. They've supported us. The guys are here. We're here because of you. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Zach, for the excitement you brought us today, and welcome to Playoff Sunday. Well, I'm heading over to our expert once again. Judo, we got our playoff teams, but you got all the knowledge.
They were incredible. They kept it calm. They managed to do what they needed to do. And this was the 3-star that got it done for them. The Mass Hog Riders recognizes that with this base, they can use the hero dive method, sending in the king and queen in order to take out that town hall, but also the enemy king. I like the patience of this attacker as well, using the king initially, who's going to walk down the left-hand side here, but that allows him to just slowly bring in the wall breakers, open up that compartment, but then wait patiently until the buildings are taken out so that the queen can come straight in. Now, whilst this looks like a little bit of a slow start, the Hog Riders are super quick. You've got to just take your time with this section. And notice the area that he's taking out. The queen actually able to take out a couple of other defenses here as well to help the pathing of the Hog Riders. And he's able to drive them straight up through this area and reinforce with the slammer to the left to continue the Hog Riders into the center of the base. There's obviously a lot of action in the middle here. You've got the enemy queen, the clan castle, the eagle artillery. You've got to have that rage spell and the skeleton spell. Scary moment here for AD Air Force, but they make it through due to that very successful hero dive, and because you then have all of your spells, he's able to spread them around the base. There was even some right as the Hog Riders pushed in as well. Saves onto all of the heal spells for that Mass Hog Rider push, and it was enough to get them through. We have had so many exciting matches today, René, and we've got even more coming up tomorrow.
That's true, we're not stopping here. Maybe for today, but definitely not for the weekend. Even more Clash of Clans coming your way. But let's have a quick look once again at Group B and what happened today with all the different results we had.
Oh, it was amazing to see all the 3-stars and different strategies today, but I'm going to be excited to see what they're going to be able to bring to tomorrow and what they've learned.
Yeah, ShenZhou really impressed me with their last war, coming in with 13 stars. They definitely deserve that top spot. Congratulations to them. 35 stars in total and over 90% destruction average. They really put up an amazing fight, but so did AD Air Force in that last war. They showed that they deserve that spot in the playoffs. They're going to have a tough time against iTzu tomorrow, but the playoffs, you couldn't ask for a better setup. Could you, René?
No, I mean, look at those groups. Even in Group B, once again, had 1 star separating 1, 2, 3. That just shows how high the level is here at the Clash of Clans World Championship. We have to say goodbye to DK 2nd Brigade and Papys Warriors. But for that, we also bring the best teams tomorrow back for playoffs. Before we sending you to playoffs and showing you what's happening tomorrow, we asked the teams, what was the toughest war so far?
Acho que foi a primeira partida, eu acho que a gente jogou aqui, mesmo sendo offline, foi bem difícil, né? Primeira partida com alguém olhando assim, foi bem nervosa assim, né?
The hardest one we ever participated in must be the final in our last qualifier back in March was Tribe Gaming.
Acho que a mais difícil foi a semifinal do mês passado contra o Decisive.
最难的一次就是这一次的联赛。
Le match le plus dur, MCES à Montpellier.
I'd say the hardest war that we've participated against was Coastal Clash in the qualifiers.
Yeah, a lot of cool experiences these guys had so far, but I can tell him if any one of them makes it, because we don't know yet, right? Not through this group who gets the golden ticket, then the toughest war will be probably tomorrow, the big final playoffs, and then over at Hamburg. Look at the playoffs, that's the full bracket for Sunday.
Yeah, we have the playoffs that are going to be tomorrow. INTZ, the number 1 seed from Group A, is taking on the number 2 seed today, AD Air Force.
And the number 1 seed from Group B, ShenZhou, face off against Nova. 2 Chinese clans duking it out. We've got best of 1 matches in the semifinals and bronze match stage, and then a best of 3 grand finals to finish it off.
All of that for the last remaining golden ticket that sends one of these 4 teams to ESL 1 Hamburg. Good luck for you, yeah, because that's way better. I really want to say that. It's so much better being a viewer than being a player because they don't have to fight for tickets, right? You can just follow the link in the description and get your own tickets instead of fighting for them.
Maybe, but the players don't have quite the same setup, right? They've got $1 million prize pool on the line. I gotta say, I think I'd rather be a player in this situation.
I can't really decide because we had so many amazing wars and I really enjoyed sitting next to you guys. And thanks once again for all the excitement you bring us and all the action that you teach us about in Clash of Clans.
Oh, thank you, René. It's great to be back for Group B, the second day, but we're going to see the final one tomorrow. I can't wait to come back for that.
Thanks very much for tuning in, guys. We really appreciate you tuning in to check out these awesome matches. Hope you learned a little bit more about Clash of Clans, and if you want to stay tuned, check out all the social media channels for Clash of Clans and ESL Clash of Clans as well, where you can find more information about the World Championship Qualifier and find details about how to sign up for tickets to ESL 1 Hamburg. It's gonna be a competition you don't want to miss.
Definitely not, and I don't need any of those cards anymore because I know exactly what's happening. It's the last qualifier. It's the August qualifier, last golden tickets. The remaining 4 teams fighting for that tomorrow on playoff Sunday. That will be a big fest and huge fireworks will blow off here. I can tell you that. Come back tomorrow, 4 p.m. CEST for more action on Clash of Clans and the best teams from around the globe. My name is René, and I see you guys there.